We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We've missed you. Welcome back after that short break. I'm Zeke. This week we are joined by Myth. So if you're new and you just tuned in, feel free to welcome him. He's amazing.
Hello.
He's provided incredible feedback and insight over the course of the day. We saw the 6 EU games before. Of course you have. This guy, he's crazy. Welcome back. It's great to be here. We just watched 2 games coming out of NA. We have 4 more games lined up heading your way. So where should we start? We should start with you want to start maybe with the format? You want to start there? What do you want to do?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, format? We'll start there. Let's talk about the format. We're going to do big bonus this week, so it's a slight variation of last week. 6 total games in the solo matches. Victory L's worth 3 points. Second and third place are worth 2 points. And then if you can place between 4th and 10th, you'll get 1 point.
Yes, and with 7 plus eliminations, you can get yourself 3 points. 5 to 6 eliminations will get you 2 points. And 4 bonus, where 1 point for each elimination past 7 will get you that 1 point. And on top of that, $7,500.
My, so far across both regions, we've only seen one person do that, and that is Liquid Poach. He's dropped 9 eliminations in game 1.
Yep.
So before anything has happened, before placements or anything like that, he said, look guys, I would like 1 big bonus twice, which puts 50K in my pocket. Thank you guys. I am Poach. I am terrifying. Remember me and be fearful. And again, it's only happened once. That's how difficult and challenging this is. I kind of want to see it again. Just saying.
You want a more kill incentive, dude? You got it.
You got it.
You got it.
There you go.
Got it.
Now let's take a look at the standings coming out of players are currently right off the bat. Aspect at the top. Now don't forget, we got 2 Lucky Llamas placing in 1st and 2nd. Now they're tied, but if you're a Lucky Llama fan, you're really happy. Especially look, Liquid Vivid. I just put it together. Also coming in 5th, even the likes of Fuzzy. Don't forget, top 20 will place in the money. So hopping over. Kriz currently in 20th. Now he is edging out Logan, Coop Train, Cuddy, etc. And again, we have 4 games left to play, Myth. It's going to be a good last final few days. Now, something we wanted to touch on before getting to the next few games is the support a creator event. So if you don't know anything about that, Myth, you want to help me out a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So basically, if you go into the store tab in your Fortnite game, get the bottom right corner, there will be a support a creator button. You could put in your creator's tag, or you put in my tag, TSM_Myth, and you'll support a creator. So whenever you buy V-Bucks, you'll essentially help that creator out, give a little back toward them monetarily.
That's right. And don't forget, this event runs from now through December 31st. So, I mean, what better way during the holiday season to say, hey, I support you, Myth, or, you know, whoever may, Liquid Poach, whoever it might be.
Every single member of the Lucky Llama roster.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are hopping here into game number 3. Boy, oh boy. Just seeing where the bus has launched us. This is a long landing here for the kind of south side of the map.
Yeah, here we have Coop Train. You know, he's scouting out who's dropping. He has a nice little drop here onto the doghouse over here in Pleasant Park. And he's going to be in a position to just get in there, get what he needs nice and early, and have all that loot in that house. We know, like, just playing in pubs, we know how critical that house is, right? We know how much it provides. It has 1, 2, 3 chests minimum. I think it has like 8 to 10 floor loot spawns potentially, and he is racking it up right off the bat, giving himself a really, really strong just initial early game.
Did you see that Liquid Poach is already down to the likes of Mushgone?
Technical glitch. Kappa. I'm just playing. Yeah. Poach did go down, unfortunately.
That is okay, though.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we've got 4 more games, so 3 coming up after this. But we saw also the likes of the kill feed, Dr. Lupo.
Indeed.
Shotgun someone.
And Top Gun Smurf Kitty plays all the other people landing here. Look at that. Some of the houses out here are spoopified.
Yep.
And Top Gun, he's in a decent position as well. Has the pump, AR, SMG, everything you basically need to take an early engagement and not be put behind. Kitty plays kind of in the same position, trying to get the mat count up here, rotating toward Treehouse. Might be going for a little bit of early aggression.
I mean, look, Kitty is an aggressive player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna now.
Looks
I don't
like
know.
Has
okay,
her
so
eyes.
she knows science is there. Yeah, yeah.
Possibly.
Maybe?
No.
Nope. Kitty's like, I'm
science
good.
doesn't know either, so it's all good. Happy ending. Yay!
Like ships in the night, passing by each other.
Everybody wins.
There you go. Now now she's gonna utilize this corrupted zone to make a rotation. You got the Shadow Stone. Now, here's the thing. Do you take the Shadow Stone? Do you just leave? Because there is like a risk and reward, right, to using one.
Yeah. So, I mean, toward that type of circle, she could definitely rotate out early. But, ooh, replay by B-Sox here. Getting laser from behind, but Net J gets eliminated. What is it?
My goodness.
Boots the Big Pot excels in a fight here, and Shifty Shafts making the most out of that double barrel. His opponent knows he doesn't have it anymore. Dimes. He's quick with it. The tack shotgun. That's the beautiful thing about the tack shotty, man, is it allows you to keep up that constant shotgun pressure. You never have to worry about your shots not dealing enough damage with your double barrel and then not having something to work with as a shotgun. And then Tilted Towers, we have 5 players potentially here. Could be a little bit more lurking around the corner, but yeah, 5 players at Tilted Towers. Laquan out in the offices. B-Sox looks like he's around LeBron and Destroy and near the taco shop, but Mason's holding down the center tower, farming what he can, not really worrying about anybody else. And this is the thing, like, NA, yeah, they'll look for some picks, they'll look for some opportunities, but they're farming the entire time while they're doing it. And nobody drops on top of each other. They respect each other's space when they're playing Tilted Towers here. And that's something that's the way you play Tilted. You don't want to hot drop on top of somebody, you know, double stack L's and end up in a situation where you won't be able to get out of it. But here we going to switch to Coop Train.
So this is, remember we left Top Gun Smurf, like ships in the night, him and Kitty plays, pass each other. And now it is Coop Train versus Top Gun Smurf. Now keep in mind, we do have about 30 seconds before the storm starts to move. So they have about 3 minutes to get to safety. But this goes back to the time management we talked about earlier, man. You know, how long do you spend in these engagements? Because you also have to account for rotation, especially if someone's already in the safe zone. Are they going to gatekeep you? So Coop Train might dedicate maybe a little too much time to this, depending on what Top Gun Smurf does. I mean, it almost feels like they need to go ahead and start trying to make rotations. But as I say that, Top Gun says, let me go ahead and put this shot down on you. Let's do this again.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for neither of them. And the sad part about this is if this exchange doesn't end soon, neither of these guys will have enough time to loot out the rest of Pleasant Park. But that's if there's even anything to loot out of Pleasant Park. We know how many people landed here. There's about 3 to 4 people that landed in different areas and probably looted all of Pleasant Park already. So this engagement just needs to end already. And Coop Train is feeling confident probably with that shot after getting all of his blue out, but he's not in a position where he could fight. Sadly, Top Gun could definitely play the low ground and still win the situation, and that's what we're gonna see.
Wow.
Even though Top Gun coming extremely close to being eliminated, plays the low ground out, hits his shots at the end of the day, and gets what he needs, which is that elimination. Or what he wants. I don't want to say if it's what he needs, but here he goes. Sword of Louis with an engagement.
Wow.
Going down with the spray. JTT sees B-Sox peeking through the window, snags all of his shield off, and then finishes him off. We have Mills' scoped AR.
Looking good.
Oh, sorry, thermal. He has a thermal, and he's going to make his way, try to get some shots on Barton, but they're both just going to go their own fine, dandy, separate ways. And yeah, pretty much an open field for him to venture through. DSM Camille's has a decent loadout as well going into this, and Ghost School and Barton are basically just going to play for these rifts to their best ability. They're not going to fight, I don't think. They're both hyper-focused on making that rotation. These are both pretty solid players.
Did Barton? Okay, so that player was right behind Barton.
Yeah.
But he ends up taking the rift, bailing out.
Yeah, they both did.
It's Go School. Okay.
That's that brotherly mutual agreement that you see between pros. That's that good stuff. That's that, hey, you smart, you smart.
Respect.
I appreciate you.
Here's a rift. Let's go take it. You go that way, I go this way. But now look at this rotation. Watching the top right of the minimap, you saw a lot of players starting to rotate in through Tilted Towers. Over here, all the way in Wailing, we see Envy Gorilla versus Kayun. Here's the thing, though. I mean, they're in safe zone, right? They're in Wailing Woods. Taking a look at the mats. Mats look great. Kane is down low. Well, I mean, he's probably farming all the metal down here.
Can you turn this basement into a cave? How do you do that?
Look at all the brick that comes out of that. And then if he wants to, he can use Floating Island to rotate out.
Exactly.
But
if Gorilla alleviates that pressure.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, will he? Depending on the way the zone shifts, he might just stay there and be like, yo, I know you got mats.
Bring me the mats.
Yeah, I'm just going to chill here, and you're going to have to move sometime soon, buddy.
Look how many players are still within the zone coming out there, Myth. And the zone's not ticking for too much just yet, but you don't want to be in these situations, especially without heals.
Oh, yeah, so
both safe zone.
Both of these players are aware that they're going to have to move out sometime soon, and here you go, Kayun making the push to leave. Gets hit a little bit, not an insane amount of damage. Trades, Kayun is already at 75. I'm sorry, Grello is already at 75. And he makes his way out of that successfully. That was very well done. He doesn't have to deal with Grella anymore. He could go about his way of making that rotation, farming up the mats that he may have not had, getting that max wood, and then making it toward that floating island so he could rotate out and get into the next circle, because it's going to be quite vital to get a position in that with this many players left alive, 65.
That's good, though. I like the way that Kayun kind of committed to disengaging. But now over to Nate Hill versus Dr. Lupo. This is a match, a battle of titans. I don't want to see unfold because I love both of these people.
I mean, I'm down to see them eliminate each other. I just want to see them do it, like, quickly.
Quickly, right.
You know?
Oh,
somebody else in the mix. And Lupo coming from underneath Nate Hill. Nate Hill trading a little bit, but it seems like Nate is going to get Lupo, but Nate with 19 HP, he is not looking healthy at all to get this other elimination.
Look, it's Sir Demetrius, and then Louis is also here, and then Game Sager is right around the corner. Look at him traversing the builds.
This is going to be tough, and here's the thing. They have the time to invest in this fight. The zone isn't extremely far away right now. And here's that clean kill on Dr. Lupo that Nate Hill ended up picking up. What a solid spray down.
Dude.
Yes.
Wow.
Love to see it.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Nate Hill repping.
All these players right now, they have the time to play for these fights. With the zone being so far away, I'm pretty sure you could see they're the only players in this salty area. So whoever comes out of this wins this rotation. Or if somebody does decide, hey, you guys want to do this, go ahead. I'm going to go play toward the zone. I'm going to get you guys all when you need to run toward me. All right? Well, we'll see what happens here. It looks like they're going to go for the aggression, no doubt.
Demetrius dropped really, really low. Nate Hill trying to secure this. He does. Now, here's the thing. Does he know about the other two players? He probably has an idea that there's one other player.
Yes. Oh, but Game Sager is down with no HP. He was full HP before.
Someone else from the right side of the map was shooting at him. Who is it, though? It looks like that maybe that green triangle on the top right of the mini-map, the top left of it.
Pushing in on Nate Hill, but yeah. See, that's that guy playing the zone. He's playing zone. He said, you guys can have your fun. I'm going to play the zone. I'm going to get whoever is damaged at the end of it all.
Look at this, though. Nate Hill able to top off. Still has 7 minis, a half shield, AR. Builds are looking great. He's trying to close in on Louis. Now, the question is, where's Game Sager? Because we just saw him up top. He was hurt. He was topping off.
There he is. He's there to put some pressure on a Nate Hill. And here's what happens next. Some nades being thrown from Game Sager. This could be... Oh, but Top Boy.
It's Top Boy.
That's, like I said, that position. If you want to be that player that plays toward that fight, go ahead, by all means. But be very afraid of the player that is going to be playing the Storm. And as you can see here, Game Sager is trying to make that rotation toward, and he knows Top Boy there, but Louis getting shot by Top Boy now, and that's dangerous.
It looks like also Dimes is engaging Top Boy. So the thing is, Game Sager's disengaging because he's got the low health. While Nate Hill is still full health, he's like, yeah, you want to find the Storm? Let's do it, dude.
Yeah. Oh.
Trying to find an angle.
There we go. He finds his feet in his builds.
He still has plenty of builds as well.
He's just going to take his time to get in the circle here. Doesn't want to
display
it anyway.
I love the rotation Game Sager made, just hugging that mountain, going left. And Nate's like, well, all right, I'm just going to keep moving in my direction because he already has a plan, right?
Yeah, now, when you look at the zone from this perspective, Nate Hill has all the advantage here now.
Who's that? It was Blue Tea. All right.
Wow. Blue Tea with great elimination, but Yeah, look at Louis with no HP.
Did he see him? He saw him for just a moment.
Oh, if you could throw one nade, get that wall, bounces in, he's done. And here we have the leaderboard.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of 2 eliminations. No one's been able to find that 3 yet, but I guess the bigger thing to focus on is that there's still 55 players remaining. Actually, Nate Hill
picks up Louis.
Yeah,
yep.
picks up Louis. So there we have it. He is on the board. He is the only player on the board right now with 1 elimination for this game. I'm sorry, 3 eliminations for this game, 1 point.
Yeah.
For those 3 eliminations, of course. And Flower pushing into this 1-by-1 with amazing push.
It's hysteria, and he counters with the trap. That is not the way you want to end that game. But back over to Nate Hill, and taking a look at his left, we saw Top Boy kind of trying to third-party those situations. He was engaged by Dimes, and now they're just, again, respecting each other. You talked about it, Myth. The zone's just right over this hill. It's not that far away, so they have a lot of time. But you almost have to wonder, should they just go ahead and start making the rotations? They've got this mountain just in front of them. And again, if you have to rotate around the mountain, you don't want to do that. You want to just rotate early, make your way up, and get to safety. Especially because, look, you've already got players up there. You have 2 players around there, even one coming down on the edge of the map there.
When it comes to this moment and where Nate Hill's positioned is, you got to be careful for the person on the hill, and you have to be careful for the people right beside you. And he has eyes on him now. And if you do want to make this rotation, you have to be either 1 or 2 things have to happen. You got to play off the distraction of your opponents while they're fighting and doing crazy stuff, or you got to play for just when everybody moves. Right. And here we go with Destroy. Getting shredded by Mason.
He's got the slurp, though. He's going to be able to top off 2 half shields as well.
That's if Mason lets him do it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Mason knows how to apply the pressure, but now would be a good time to take it and apply pressure onto Mason, knowing that he doesn't have the opportunity or time to reload his double shotgun while the zone moves. He's going to take the big pot as well.
Oh, I don't like this, man. I think you're right. He should have just tried to engage. That's 1. He's down.
The heal, though.
Oh, that was
Mason comes out on top.
That was close.
That could have been a phenomenal play.
Again, though, man, it goes back to hesitation. We saw that slight hesitation moment. You called it out. Mason fires once and then has to basically reload his double barrel. At that point, you push him. He can't blast you with that double barrel. But
yeah, it was only unfortunate on the opposite end because he didn't have the HP to push him.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you know, you could push him and then he might pull out that other double barrel shot on you, and then you could be put in a fortunate situation. But if you catch him mid-reload, it's going to be tough.
Look who's still alive, though. Nate Hill, still with, again, 3 eliminations. He's got 1 point on the board, and he's closing in on Logan. And down below are Baldy and Choppa down. Myth, look at the new safe zone. It's favoring them right now.
It's just good for a lot of people involved. The people on the hill don't have to play too far up. Take it back. It's not good for everybody. There is a whole lot of people on the north side of the circle. And let me tell you, that's not going to be the funnest time.
Yeah, I mean, especially considering that a lot of these players have already fortified. They don't have to do anything. They just wait for the timer to tick down. They wait for players to start moving, and they're like, cool, I'm literally just going to sit here and play the long game. You start rotating, I'm going to take the shots.
They need to have something to rotate, plain and simple. Like I said, their rotation isn't going to be enjoyable at all with these people that are already in the circle. There's people already established. Like, you know, people the likes of Tfue with the sniper, they're going to be waiting for you to come through the circle.
Man, Mason's still moving around here. Now, what's interesting, he's kind of like on the edge of Loot Lake, so his rotation isn't that bad, because keep in mind, if you don't know, the storm closes slower the closer it is to that safe zone. He's going to have a lot of extra time getting safely in there, but you still have the likes of like Shivzy, Go School, Nikiski, who are on the edge there. Even Kiwis is close by Loot Late, so Mason's going to have a tough time rotating over. Tfue, man, he's just chilling, doing what Tfue does, just very simple build, trying to find information, gather up where players are.
As we see people from that north side starting to use their means of, you know, rotational mobility, right? Because they know that that's a difficult rotation, that it's not an easy way to get in. And if they want to have some sort of longevity into the game, they need to do that. Wild here is taking advantage of the fact that everyone's already gone. So
yeah,
just making his way in slowly but surely.
I mean, look at all these builds that just exist. He just follows up. They're all gone. Just keep going, Wilds. It's smart, though. He's not even overbuilding. Just one ramp, one wall. Am I okay? Do I see anyone?
And he's going to have that rift to go for the next circle. If it shifts onto the hill, that's going to be the time to use it. Nate Hill in the same position that we left them off with the next time. Those are people underneath them. People are just really trying to get these eliminations in now.
Gank, Logan goes down to chop it down. Nate Hill's just sitting here trying to apply some pressure. And again, man, he hasn't really expended too much, like as far as resources. Obviously, quite a bit of ammo, just trying to apply a little bit of pressure, but all in all, he's pretty safe right now. He's not too far from the current safe zone.
But Nate Hill with 336 materials, Zeke. That is something to be worried about.
Yeah.
That is something to be worried about when 37 people remain in the circle.
I mean, look at the top right of the mini-map right now. Look how many players are already within the safe zone. Look how many still need to get there. I mean, because some of that new safe zone is within the storm circle, you only have so much effective play space. So you're going to have players coming in from basically only 2 angles. And look how many guys have already posted up. They're fortified. They're ready to go. They're like, hey, everyone, come on. Funnel in. Look at that. Just the congestion happening. Still 37 players left alive, Myth.
10 seconds left to go till the circle starts moving. And then we'll get into the fun. Tfue, one of those players that needs to rotate into the circle. Not an insane rotation that he needs to make. It's not too far, so he's going to try to find some of these picks or some of these eliminations as people need, or the people that are more worried about the rotations, try to move in. Heavy sniper rifle, not connecting. We got Harry on 3 eliminations. Phenomenal player. Trying to make his way through this build, trying to eliminate this opponent if he can.
Myth, it's go time. Storm's moving. It's going to start funneling people in together. Everyone's starting to scramble a little bit. Tfue snipes Wild. You've got Nikiski, takes down Dimes. Goes Cool, takes down Jay Cuddy. Zate finding Horrify. Tfue sniping Nikiski as well. So Tfue sitting on 3 eliminations. NB Gorilla taking down Kenneth. Shipsy is down.
Tfue sniping Baluti.
All right,
puts him on top of the match with 4
who put a sniper
eliminations.
rifle in Tfue's hands? Who did it? Stop it. Chop it down. Eliminates Nate Hill, so Nate is down, and now we're down to 24 players. My goodness, look at his mats. I feel like Tfue is one of those players that he's very, he has a lot of knowledge as far as like when to use mats and when not to use them. He's very conservative, you know. He knows exactly what he needs to put down, never overbuilds. And this is like the standard Tfue, right? The 1x1, ceiling up top, and then cone in the center there. And then you edit the wall, you peek behind the cone. That way if someone does shoot back, there's a chance they'll hit the cone instead of you. Playing it pretty smart. New safe zone though, hard west.
That's definitely going to be quite the shift. And we see a lot of players lining up around the west side of it already, ready to go. But there's like an empty area within like the center of it, or like on the east end as well. There's a little bit of room for players to work with, a little bit of that like grass space between it all. Players, they will start moving very shortly here. And they have started moving, and eliminations coming underway. You got Anthony dying from the storm damage. Tfue making his way through as well. He sees a rift to go, and he takes it.
Okay.
And he could just hold high, or he could go straight down. He's making the decision to just get on top of this 1x1 that hasn't been contested yet. And that's the play to make. He's in zone. He already has a foundation. And now he owns high ground, essentially, over this other player that is trying to, obey Upshall.
Yeah, but don't forget, he only had like 300 mats going into this. Somehow he must have found additional mats, because remember, he only had a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got plenty looking in to this. Oh, these must have been some of the snipes. That's one. Taking a look, this must have been the second one here. Oh,
just
wow.
barely gets his leg
threading
there.
the needle, yeah. 15 players. So he's already at that second threshold, 5 eliminations, 2 points gonna hit the board for him.
And Tfue just got his 5th elimination that puts him at 2+ points. Here, Tfue needs 2 more eliminations, 10 people alive other than him. He could get the big bonus if things play right into his hand. Zay with the impulse nade, trying to contest for high ground there against Tfue, but meets somebody else within a 1-by-1. He's gonna make him relax, chill out, dog. All right,
Chill out.
Relax.
Does he go back though? I mean, this guy's chilled.
Possibly, but is that person gonna
Oh,
die
right
in
there.
the zone? Because he's sliding through and he's trying to do. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, hanging on with barely any HP.
Did you see this man sliding through this through the tunnels? Like, help, stop, so cold. Like doing anything he can to just not slide into this storm. That's hilarious.
Chiller, first time we've seen it in competitive play. Baldy though finds 2 eliminations, a shotgun and an SMG.
Oh, and Baldy has the low ground here. He has the ability to just, you know, like a snake in the grass, really. Just
He's even got the quad
show
muncher
up.
mid.
Yeah, he does. 3 eliminations. Tfue's still up. Could we see him close out and get the rest of these some of these like eliminations to get him to 7 and possibly even take him over 7 and give him a big bonus? That is the question.
Ooh, trying to line up shots. Yeah, he's
Hard
going
to make
for
it
it.
happen.
He's like, look, I know they're all down below. I'm confident in my ability right now. He even picks up the meds in case he has to go to a heal off. That's how far ahead he's thinking right now. Down to 3 players. It's Tfue versus Frizzable versus Tyler's right now.
And here's what's happening now. Tfue knows that the other guy is putting pressure onto him. Oh, goes down. There it is. The 1v1. Low ground versus the high ground. We've seen it all the time. But does our man Tyler's have anything up his sleeve to confirm this elimination? Does he have anything that he could use to counter Tfue's high ground dominance right now? We'll see. He has a shockwave nade. Will he use it?
And because the med
Shockwave nade.
kits. What is it? He should have already started the med kit if he's going to try and go for that.
No.
It might be too late. Campfire. I don't think this is going to be enough.
It's too late.
Where is Tfue? Oh, Tfue tried to go for it. Can he find him?
It is too late.
That.
That was scary.
Wow.
That was
okay.
scary.
That, yeah. So if Tfue had started the bandages, would he have won that? So that was his only play, was just to go for it.
Yeah. If he had campfire, yes, he probably would have survived and won that situation. But what needed to happen was Tyler's using the medkit earlier, and then he would have won that situation out.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Actually, he most definitely probably would have won.
My
Simply because I think he got stuck underneath his floor, and he just wasn't, you know, he kind of threw him off guard.
Yeah,
and he tried getting back on top
so
because he wanted to place
he
the
was
campfire.
below his floor because it was edited in 3, so that's why you saw him hop up. He re-edited it, and then he could place the campfire.
Yeah, but at that point,
It was too
too
late.
late.
Yeah, he had to start that med before the storm had hit. Close game, though. Tfue barely making it out. 6 HP. That was pretty intense. You even saw he had actually fired. He was so sure of where that player was. Tfue, though, playing pretty standard Tfue gameplay. I feel like, you know, he maintained high ground for a very long time. He didn't take engagements he didn't have to. Again, conserving materials when he felt it was important, when he had to. And, I mean, almost like a textbook game there. Would you agree?
I would agree. Yeah, it was cool. It was calm. It was collected. You know, he played his high ground when the opportunity was there. He made the rotations, like I would say, flawlessly. Basically, he seen opportunities where people weren't, and I was like, wow, that's a high ground opportunity where nobody else is. Let me glide onto there. That rift to go that the other person had, I think saved the game potentially for Tfue. And that, because without that, he most likely wouldn't have been high ground and wouldn't have been in the position that he was to get that game. So, you know, that's something to take into account. I mean, if you use a rift to go, you could be helping your enemy, especially in this solos format.
Yeah.
Where people all around you.
I think especially considering he used it and then dives down immediately. We saw there was someone else, I'm assuming whoever used the rift was still high, and he just dove right down on the builds because he knows you have to get down, you have to build. I have to fortify. That's my game plan. You know, and if someone else wants to maintain up in the sky, go for it. I'm Tfue, though. This is how I like to play, and this is how I'm going to get that W. He shows up and gets that victory royale. That's going to be 3 points heading his way. And then also additional points coming out from the victory royale. Let's take a look at the replays coming out from this last game. Some of the highlights. Wow. Yeah, these games just keep getting better and better. We keep changing. It feels like the pace changes very slightly every time. So every game feels very dynamic right now. But man, it's just constant action the entire time. And really clean play all around.
No, I have to agree. You know, we haven't seen any insane eliminations like we did the first game, but I think there's no doubt that we'll see some of that once the circle sort of permits for that type of play. A lot of these past circles that we had, there's been a lot of the high ground, you know, integrated with it. And if we see something like one of the first game circles where it was more based on, like, it wasn't just simply, there weren't multiple points of contention for high ground. There was that one hill, and it's either you worked up it or you worked like under it. And as you see, like Poach worked under it, and he was able to get a bunch of picks and rotations off of people coming down. So I'm interested to see if maybe next game circle will play toward that type of high kill game. Maybe see another big bonus happen.
We got pretty close this last game again to a big bonus. If you're just tuning in, Poach is the only player all day to have actually acquired the big bonus, picking up 2 eliminations after 7, so 9 total. Again, we have, I believe, 3 more games left to play. We also have an update. We've got standings, Smith. Let's take a look and see where players are currently. So with that game, Tfue bumps up now with 9 points. He takes away now. Let's take note. You're making a face. Top.
I'm not making a face.
2 to 3 and 4, all Lucky Llamas. All right. You got Aspect, Poach, and Liquid, Vivid. Now, don't forget, top 20 will place in the money. So hopping over, let's see currently who sits in that 20th spot. Right now, it's Tyler's. So he's just edging out Mason. Now, take a look. He has 2 points. Right below him, 21st. Mason has 1. So it's very, very close.
Yeah.
If Mason could have picked up those eliminations, man, could have been a point.
Definitely. And I also want to note that Tfue, you just picked up the first back-to-back elimination in the fall skirmish. Oh, no, not elimination, sorry.
Victory Royale.
Victory Royale.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's big.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you have it. My goodness. It feels like these games are almost a blur. You know, there's so much going on all at the same time. But I think what we're kind of starting to see a lot of is just that consistency, right? There's kind of like this play you have to do and almost a plan going into late game. You're either going to play for these high eliminations to try and get these elimination bonuses. Sometimes I actually don't think we've seen players going into the final circle yet that don't have eliminations. They always have at least one, right? Because even in EU, we saw there was a lot of players that were like, hey, we're last 20 and 15 of us don't have anything.
Yeah.
So what's the plan now, right? Even seeing Tfue pick up the bandages there toward the end, he was like, look, there's a possibility of heal off. I'm going to be ready for it. They're just bandages. He didn't end up using them. He didn't need to. But that's kind of how far ahead these players are thinking.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
No doubt.
What do you think?
No doubt.
What do you think? Are you watching EU and NA play, right? Obviously, you're probably more a fan of NA, right? Because more action, obviously. I mean, I think we all agree with that. Do you think NA has possibly learned things from EU, watching them play earlier? I feel like that big bonus, man. They've probably picked up a few little pointers coming out of there.
Possibly, but it hasn't been anything that I haven't like expected out of NA play. You know, they haven't done anything extreme. To you know, to the day of a tournament, right? To look at the way people in another region play the game and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then just throw away your game plan. It's kind of risky overall, but I think like what we're seeing, like I said before, is just traditional, typical, you know, NA gameplay where people do such a good job of playing the early and mid game that a lot of people survive and end up in those late game circles and make it to that late game, and that's exactly what I think we're seeing here.
Absolutely. What about you guys at home? How are you enjoying all the action? Don't forget to use that hashtag Fall Skirmish. We love having to hear what you have to say. That was a tongue twister if I've ever had one. We've got 3 more games to go. 1 more here before the next break. So what are you hoping to see done differently going into this next game? I think for me, man, again, another big bonus. That's what I want to see. Just do it all, run it all back.
Yeah.
Again.
Agreed.
That's it.
Just want a big bonus.
Let's just see. Poach, hey, if you're out there, if you want to go ahead and get another big, or anyone, really, just anyone. Let's grab some big bonuses. I actually think that would be kind of a cool story, is that Poach be the only player that got big bonuses. But then there's also like the other side of the story that's like, oh wait, so many other players also got big bonuses.
I would like that.
Could go either way. Taking a look at the bus, it has launched. Got kind of like a lower side, heading upside toward Wailing Woods. And so again, the bus is launching kind of toward the lower half of the map. So if players are trying to get to things like Pleasant Park, Junction, Haunted Hills, they have to glide for much farther. But taking a look, Hogman is diving right toward Floating Island. He's like, look, Wailing Woods, man. I hear this is a pretty good spot. Let's take a look.
That's true. That's right. And I mean, along with that, he looks up and sees 2, 3, 4 players.
A lot of people
floating with him. Yeah. So that's got to be a little bit intimidating. It doesn't seem like anyone's going for these chests on the bottom, which is what he seems to be going for.
There's only the one. So here's the thing. He's got to be fast. Be fast. Okay.
And one thing that I think that is interesting while we have this angle up is, you know, there's players right now in Wailing that are doing things, collecting loot, getting materials, right? Already taking fights. While if you're to stretch further on a bus, you have less time to do all that.
Right. Because they've already touched down.
Exactly. So I think that's one thing about gliding and the meta that I don't think a lot of people put a you know, light on. But that's definitely something that impacts gameplay, those 20, maybe 30 seconds.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
It's there.
I mean, that's
Jumpman.
That's symbolic. That's symbolic right there.
The lucky llamas. All right, Jumpman. What is your reward here? It's a Chug Jug, Shockwaves, ammo. You got the chiller. That's good. This time, that llama was not secretly a bush bandit.
True.
So that's good. All right. Okay. That is the second lucky llama. Also, within the day, we've seen we typically don't see lucky llamas in the Skirmish series, but Exhaust used up one of his boogies on Barton.
Another one.
How many boogies does he have? Okay, it was 3. Exhaust just getting punished right now. Barton's like, peek out. Let me see. Throw the boogie. There you go.
Oh, the clean headshot. It just takes it home.
There you go. Now Risky is all his. He can use those metal cars, farm up a bunch of metal, and he's currently in the safe zone. So watching that mini-map, you got players rotating from down south over to Haunted Hills, though. So this is the castle above Haunted Hills.
Yep. We have Jared FPS, Chica Live, Sen Aspect. So I actually started dropping at this place because I wanted to see what it offered in terms of gameplay, mat count, equipment, and stuff like that. So this is not ideal for all 3 of these players. Having 3 people on top of here is going to be a real issue for these players coming into mid and late game. Even if Sen Aspect comes out here, eliminates Chica, eliminates Jared, he's still going to be put in a position, material-wise, oh, nice email. He's still going to be put in a position where he is going to be struggling for materials in the late game. But Andu excels in his replay here. Super aggressive play. Going to go ahead and eliminate JT there.
Zoof and also finding an elimination.
Yep. On to Zoof. Zoof is relaxed and has lots of meds to just go ahead and get back to full health here. He's going to be walking out of there with those bandages too. And Juanita, Bodies, and Nibs are also just hanging out on this house, looking toward an engagement. But Bodies says, could have the house.
Good. Yeah, I'm going to try and see if there's any additional loot, which there's not.
Oh! Wait.
Nibs finds an angle on him.
What angle? What? What did I just see? Okay.
Was that through the window on the first floor?
No. Whoa, I think he shot it through the, so you know how like that house
has the broken ceiling?
That broken ceiling?
Yeah. You think he
I think he went outside. Yes.
Wait.
He did. Oh
wait, no, it's down. It's even lower than that.
No. Yeah, that's the broken.
Yeah, but it was
the broken ceiling from the first floor.
Yes.
Man.
Yes. Wow. Shout out to Nibs. Okay then. All right. That is the dopest snipe we've seen today.
Definitely.
Wow. Now Nibs is probably feeling pretty good. He's like, yeah, what's up? Over to Raise Fire though in Shifty Shafts. He's got 1 elimination already. There's a player close by. Can't tell who it is just yet. But he's looking okay. He's got some good mats. Got the grenade launcher looking great. Plenty of ammo. Even the minis. 95 HP, so there's probably like a mushroom somewhere close by that he can use to just get that clean 100.
Most definitely.
Med kid.
And it doesn't seem like these players are going to be taking an engagement at all anytime soon. I think they're both just, yeah, see, he rotated out of Shifty. So Ray's just going to go ahead and prioritize farming here, get his mats up. He has an elimination. 75 players remaining. And as the circle rotates, he's just going to take it easy basically here and just make it so his mid-game is set up for him and allows him and sets himself up to make an elimination happen.
Look at this current save zone. You like to see it. Take a look at how many people are currently in things like Retail Row. You've got Wailing Woods is currently a hotspot. Lazy Links looks like you got to see players near that corrupted zone. I mean, even take a look down south near Gus, right? Paradise Palms, these are still places people have to rotate up from. I mean, near Lucky Landing, there is an engagement happening on the very edge of the map.
Yeah.
And you're probably wondering, is that worth it? It's probably time to go. Need to get
off the map.
Yeah, they're right on the edge right there.
Oh man.
But now over to Jay Cuddy in Tilted Towers. One elimination. Up top is Excel's. Excel's being real brave right now.
Yeah.
Just drinking a half shield out in the open.
Yeah. You know, that in a situation like that, I ain't trying to conserve no mats. I'm good.
Yeah. I will put up a 1x1. Excel's, it's like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and disengage. I think this is, ooh. Oh, little nook and cranny there. Okay. All right, that's cool. Boo-boo bush.
Play the mech kit. Disengage. Just get himself nice and healthy.
Okay. And now, again, the safe zone's right across the way there. It's just on the other side of the river. You don't have to go that far. Let's take a look at this replay.
Dusty.
The dimes.
Oh. Okay. Listen, you don't see a lot of love coming out of that item, the semi-auto sniper, man. I love it when people use a semi-auto sniper.
And take a look. Destroy gets a nice upgrade there in the slurp. We've got the purple AR there as well. I like that people are starting to favor boogie bombs again, man. I love seeing them.
They have been. They've been making their comeback. There's no way to deny that. A lot of players have actually been picking them up, combining them with a double barrel actually. So late game, you just if you nail somebody with that, you got yourself a free elimination. That's what that is.
Destroy getting over this hill. Now there are two players on the other side.
Cuddy.
Now here's the thing, Excel's super low. He's gonna start healing.
No.
Destroy's closing in. He's like, I heard something.
Oh. Wow.
Just keep him from healing. There you go. Apply the pressure. And now Destroy just sits here. He's like, well, the safe zone is like right behind me. Excel's, I would like to eliminate you, if you could please. Oh, he's actually opting to just bail.
Yeah.
So to be fair, he probably doesn't know exactly how low Excel's is. He knows that Excel's got the elimination.
Yeah, or on the other side, he does and just doesn't want to take the time to get an elimination that's not really going to get him much in terms of materials, equipment. You know, he's basically using all of his meds already, you know, trying to sustain that fire. So instead of that, yeah, he could just go to the zone and wait it out and just wait for Excel's to come through, because I doubt Excel's is going to go anywhere else around there. Actually, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to sneak his way through the other side. And
valley here.
I think he's using the new ice trap. He's kind of sliding around a little bit, his little icon. But he's back. He's back into his normal shape and form. And we have a Spicy right north of Retail Row. He has somebody holding the high ground above him. Does he know?
There's no mats.
He is at no HP, actually. That's why he's not being shot at.
Excel's was lost in the storm. Saw him go down right there.
That's unfortunate.
Look at that. 15 bullets, 12. I mean, it only takes one good heavy snipe. Not quite.
It takes one good anything at this point with the amount of health that Horrify's got, let's be honest.
Yeah, Horrify has like, what, 7 HP? It's really not much. Oh, look at that. On the way out, he's like, hey, Horrify, here's some bandages.
Oh, Horrified, just like 1 HP? Nah. I'm out here. You want to fight? Let's fight. Look at him. This is monster. He's pushing toward him and look, he's taking a shot.
Oh, 67.
Ooh. Oh, you know what? Yo, if I was Horrified, yo, have you ever, you've been in middle school, right?
Yeah.
You know, like the strong kids, oh, never mind. He's taking it.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Oh,
elimination.
Man. I'm curious to know what you were gonna say.
I was gonna say, you know, in middle school, you try to be by yourself, act like you're tough and whatnot.
Right.
Like that was the move Horrified was going for. He was going for the middle school psychological play.
He's like, yeah, no, don't take my lunch money. Okay. All right.
That's
Coop
Bandit's
Train.
head.
Yep. Coop Train said, nice try. Thank you for the loot transfer. I appreciate it. I mean, hey, look, heavy sniper for your trouble, not the worst thing in the world. Now he's like, what do I drop for this? I actually would have kept the shockwaves. I hope he keeps the shockwaves anyway. Well, taking a look at the current scoreboard, Myth, look how many people have 2 eliminations.
Look how many people have 1 elimination. Just
so
in general, this is like a frag out match, and as you see here, we're going into this circle with, I think, is it sub 50 players? I think it's around 40.
59.
It's at 59, and people have elims like this. But we'll see how people play out these upcoming circles, because now it's time to ask the question if eliminations will happen after this point. Because as we've seen these upcoming games, there's been people that have favored the rotation more than anything at this point in the game. And this is really when kills sort of die down in NA Fortnite, and you'll see them start to pick up toward these upcoming circles, the circle after this one and into the moving circles. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how everybody just plays it out.
One thing I'd like to actually point out, now that we see where the new safe zone is, taking a look at the minimap. Oh, almost gets the shot there. Taking a look at the minimap, though. Look how many people are down by containers. That's a congested area. Tomato Temple, even the hill just down south of that. There's so many players here. And then if you look kind of on the top side of the new safe zone, you've only got 2 players there. One is on the very edge of the circle, even inside Wailing Woods. 2 players on the outskirts there. So everything on the east side of this new safe zone, great, super easy and clean rotations. Everyone else, you got your work cut out for you.
Well,
Best
yeah,
of luck. And
that floating island serves as a beacon of light for every single person that is in containers, that is in Rock Hill, that's trying to get into the zone right now. Because not only are you able to kind of like float and get a better position, but you could then play and use that floating island. You could use that whirlwind to just go ahead and get the next circle position if it plays. And it will play within the radius of being able to fly. So if somebody is patient, if somebody waits and just waits for the right opportunity for this next circle after it closes, they could get into a really good position for late game here using that. And I'd love to see how people use this floating island and its rotational, ability to make this next circle happen for them. The circle after this circle.
Here we are, Poach. The people's champion, if you will.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough game coming into late game with 400 mats, like total basically, and that's a rough situation to be in.
And again, man, there's just so many people here with 2 eliminations across the board, 1 eliminations across the board. So there is a lot of action happening. It's just spread out everywhere. There's just not key players that are racking up the eliminations right now. Everyone has some form of elimination. So everyone's actually really close to meeting that first threshold. 3 points. But Munch God, here,
battling Nice.
You talked about it, man.
Here we have all these players moving in, trying to get near this vortex. Know that it's going to be something of value, basically, coming into late game here. And Destroy taking out C9 Boss not too far away. And all these players are going to have to move.
Munch getting cheeky. Time. He's like, look, I've got a little bit of time here. How about I try and just, chip away your health a little bit. The vortex is right there. I'll make rotation. Look at how many people are around this vortex. You called it out perfectly. Everyone's prepared. They're like, hey, where's the new safe zone? We're all just going to hang around this vortex. We get the new circle, that's where we're going. It's a free rotation. It's like having a launch pad, a stationary launch pad rather. Now the important thing is, like you talked about, there's also a ton of other people that are like, oh yeah, no, you go up first.
Exactly.
You go up first.
That's a point that I was just gonna bring up, and basically thinking with that. Let's check out this replay first before I get into that note. Sen aspect. Oh,
all right.
Beautiful shot with the heavy, but there's going to be two types of people here. There's going to be people that take that rotation early. There's going to be people that take that rotation late with the Vortex. And I think the right decision overall is if you can take it late, especially if it's overwhelming, you'll be able to contest high ground if you can. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, look at that.
Nox takes off. Fulmer taken off. Again, just watch that top right of your mini-map right there. Look just how many people are flowing around in the Vortex, how many people are close together right now. Hysteria getting taken down. Fulmer, who just took off, eliminates Puget Orange. We're still, man, I don't know how we're doing it, and now TFU just dealt it, and Ghost School smelt it. But I don't know how we're doing it, but we have 43 players still left alive in this lobby, Myth.
That's what we've been seeing. We've been seeing a lot more players making it into the late game. We talked about it before this match went underway. But now comes the time where, you know, how are these players about to play this next rotation? It's more dynamic than it's really ever been with that floating island being part of the game, and you could come up and be a part of it and say, hey, and not be a part of it, sorry, and say, hey, I'm not going to play for that. I know a lot of you guys are going to play for it, and I'm just going to go and sit in the zone and chill right on the edge of it. Because the edge of it actually isn't in the Vortex anymore. You can't really get it unless you build up to it. And that's something that I think is interesting. We'll see how players decide to, you know, ship and you know, come up and figure out the way that they're going to play this next circle, this next situation. But as you see here, we have players with 3 kills coming up. We have Zoof. Kills off Coop Train.
Oh, Coop
Gotta
Train.
be careful. All those shots just going right by his body. That is dangerous.
Probably slight panic, like, oh no.
Yeah.
Not like this. And look at this, man. You got players up top, like we talked about. They're in the zone. They've been here for a long time. They're fortified up. They're saying, come on, everybody, rotate in. Give us line of sight of you.
There you go, TFU.
And TFU
finds an elimination.
Reverse with 7 HP. That is a stink grenade. Tfue, man, you talked about, he's just using all the tools at his disposal. He's got the long range and the sounds of the air. He's got those stink bombs. He eliminated someone else with the stink bombs. He's just waiting. He's chipping them down and saying, look, here's an entire area I'm denying, and you're inside it. So you're either going to move, and I'm going to get you, or you're just going to, I'm going to deal it, and you're going to smell it. Dealt it, I'll dealt it, I'll have dealt it, and you'll have smelt it. Past tense.
Yeah.
Words.
Yeah, we're back on aspect. 3 eliminations. He's closing on somebody else. The circle is moving basically all the way across and out of Welling Woods. And it seems like it's actually on a little bit of... Oh, no, so that's the center of Welling. Sorry, not the other side. Did Vivid just hit a shot?
No, someone used the chiller. They were moving super fast. You love to see it.
You just seen a little outline of his body just
he was just zipping by, Liquid Poach, though, goes down to Nice, and Nate Hill eliminates Frizzable. Back over to Tfue, man.
Making his way, doing everything he can in his power to get into the zone. And I think that's how Tfue, if there's one thing that I see that's consistent is if he has the mats to get to the zone early, he's going to try to do it. He doesn't care. Because he plays that situation so well where he's in the zone and doesn't have to worry about people rotating rotating with him instead of rotating toward him, and then he grabs those few eliminations off like we see him do so often. And here we go, Sen aspect. Doesn't get the kill, but does get the Chug Jug, the loot, the mats, the ammunition, everything that he needs basically to make sure that he makes it into this game. Vivid 4 eliminations, 675 metal is what he's working with now, representing Lucky Llamas.
Lucky Llama fans out there are probably really excited about this right now.
Yeah, him, Tfue's right behind him with 3 kills though. Vivid just needs to keep on going, and as you see, like, look at here, Tfue has the high ground already, but it's not like he was super in the zone. He just sneaked by everybody like a ninja.
Vivid, does he get it? He does not get it.
Doesn't find that elimination, no. But he does fancy that loot, let me tell you.
Tfue, man, still just maintaining high ground. And again, this goes back to this play, right? He could very easily just be sitting here plinking at everything in front of him. Look at this, very methodical though. Sees one guy, goes, I can pick, this is one, I can make this pick. And he does it, falls through. And that's it, he starts rotating, maybe towards the loot. Look at me, look, see, there's someone down below. He could have shot that player. Nope, I'm just gonna go grab the only things I need. I'm out of there. Grappler, he picks it up. And now makes a cheeky rotation there in front of someone.
Definitely. And takes some damage.
Might get punished
for it. That could work out in Tfue's favor. It was a risky play, but him making it out alive definitely shows how the decision making there coming from Tfue is just so beneficial at the end of the day.
Myth, take a look. Some of these players just hanging out in the sky. Vivid's current mats, 345 medal. That's not a whole lot. Definitely not.
I could agree with you there. He's just going to get into the zone. He's going to relax. Make sure he's over some of these other players and just wait for people to come toward him. See if he can get an elimination or two and get somebody else's mats. But while we're saying that, Sword Louis is going at it in the storm, trying to make his way back in on an opponent. 3 eliminations. Somebody comes up from above, though. It's Zoof. So it seems, to my knowledge, I might be wrong here, but Zoof seems to have the high ground here. He's pretty healthy on HP. He isn't the greatest on AR ammo, but 16. He does maintain high ground. Mats aren't looking too well, but we could see something come out of Zoof here. We could see him come up big if he gets in the elimination that he needs. If somebody tries to contest him and he shuts them down with that double barrel. This is where the match gets a little bit more interesting. The stakes are brought up a little bit more when there's very few things you got to work with and you just got to make something happen. Vivid gets taken out by EU Maze.
No, Vivid eliminates Maze. Yep.
Pardon.
Wait.
So that's Vivid, 5 eliminations.
5.
And there's 14 people left. We're going to see a Port of Fortune get taken down, which means one of two things. Somebody wanted a high ground take or somebody was under pressure.
Tfue's still here. Vivid is still alive as well. Mr. B-Sox. So Quiet Cloak is even still alive here.
Zoof was lost in the storm. It's no good. He's trying to find his way.
We could very well potentially see another big bonus here.
We could. Vivid is the person to do it. I mean, he has 200 HP coming into the circle. There's only one other player with that amount of HP that could contest him potentially. So Vivid just makes things happen, forces his aggression on everybody else. If he plays for that type of aggression, we could see something huge come out of Vivid here. He could activate it. 9 people left.
6.
Other than Vivid, 6 eliminations. It's gonna happen.
We could see, can you imagine?
I can feel it.
Can you imagine? Nox though. Okay. He took down Tfue. Okay.
6 eliminations.
This is really good news for Liquid specifically rather. Okay, we got 9 players left. Vivid can make this. Look at his 1,000 small bullets, 6 minis. He's got the half shield.
He just needs to let people have it at this point. And I think, listen, if there's somebody that I think that could get 2 eliminations during the circle with the amount of mats that they have, I think it's Vivid. And he makes it happen. Finds one, finds the double barrel. Will he pick it up?
Ladies and gentlemen, if Liquid finds Vivid finds another elimination, that activates big bonus.
Picking up the double barrel, waiting for his opponents to come down. Might spray them down beforehand.
He drops everything. He's
time for Vivid to make it happen. He knows they're right above him. He hears them breaking. He hears them coming at him.
He's just gonna go for this, man.
Yeah, just take very little, little amount of damage as you can to people with bandages, then go for the pickaxe. He takes him out. That's 7.
No, he was lost to the storm.
Yeah. Oh no. Wait, what?
He was lost to the storm.
Really?
Vivid
didn't get the elimination.
Yes, Vivid clipped him, but it wasn't enough. And then,
yeah, that's so. When you think about it with the double barrel, the Nox picking up the W with a beautiful
T-pose. I like that he looked away on his right side. Like, don't look at me.
But yeah, with the damage that the double barrel does, right? In the Storm, you pop a shot, you get a lot of damage on that opponent. But yeah, the Storm takes for 10. That's tough.
Wasn't enough.
Yeah, sadly. But
you got to think, too, he probably, like, hit him for, like, a ton of damage. He was like,
no doubt.
oh, yeah, I'm going to get it. And then it's just like he's eliminating it. And then you kind of saw him stop there for a moment. He was like, ugh. So he comes so close. He could have been the second player to receive a big bonus. But the Storm said, I am the second best player in the lobby. That elimination is mine. Let's take a look at the highlights coming out of this last game. My goodness. Myth, correct me if I'm wrong. This was game number 4.
Yes.
That means we have 2 games left to go.
Yeah, the final matches. The last matches of this Fortnite Fall Skirmish weekend.
This is only week number 4, Myth. We got 2 games left to go, but my goodness. This match was super fun to watch and commentate. You know, you had people like Zuther popping out the entire time. Obviously, Vivid, Tfue as well. Just some really big names that made it super, super far.
Best night by
just Nibs. Come on, man. Let's see that. I want more of that. And also,
the snipes escape.
Are these just all snipes?
Yes. Yes, production.
There it is. Let's go. But again, man, in this, going back to Tfue for just a moment, again, utilizing all the tools at his disposal. This is something you touched on. Just knowing what tools you have available to you and maximizing their efficiency.
Yeah, and then at the same time, not getting tunneled by your tools or the rotation, but being in control of both, taking advantage of both, and just moving forward with both of them and using them both to their potential. I think that's what Tfue has going for him. He knows what he has, what are the limits, and he always has his eye on the map. Map awareness high, and he knows what he could take and what he can't.
That's right, man. Very skilled player there coming out of Tfue. I mean, again, I kind of talked about it a little bit, but he's just constantly calculating. No, he's always kind of going, okay, what do I need to do? Should I take this? This doesn't seem favorable. It's almost like have you ever thought about like when you play a game, you're like, that feels like I have like a 5% chance kind of thing. You're like, nah, I don't want to do that. That's Tfue all the time. He's like, what are the percentages? Running the numbers?
I think the crazy thing is that when you're looking at Tfue's gameplay, there is like it's a decision, and he makes it happen, and he just does it. He figures it out. He figures out what he wants to do, and then just plays it up. And that's what I think is a strength between really good players like Poach, Tfue, Vivid, is that they have a plan and they commit to that plan and they execute, and that is huge.
And that also plays into their confidence, right? Like you talked about, these 3 players, Vivid, Poach, and Tfue, once they make these decisions, there is no second guessing, like, was this the right play? No, they just go full send, and they're like, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to play this out, whatever happens. Doesn't matter, but this is my decision. I'm going in. And it lends itself to some pretty incredible gameplay. But, Myth, before we go to break, we have standings. Let's see where players are at after game number 4 on the day. Tfue, look at this. He's just climbing up the ranks. I mean, Rift Raiders are probably very excited about this. 12 points for him. Aspect, Liquid, Vivid, and Poach right behind him, though. Now, there is kind of a point disparity between second and first place, right, in the 4 points. But again, that's just one stellar game. Then any of these guys could jump up. And obviously, don't forget, it's only top 20 that place in the money, so we'll hop over. Hogman, currently in 20th place, nudges out Amaze. Even the likes of Salt, Baldy, and Mr. So there's quite a few. Even the likes of Cloak are not that far from placing. Still have 2 games left to go, man. This is still anyone's game. It takes one stellar game, one big bonus activation, even getting up, let's say, 10 eliminations in a single game. That could be 9 points that hit the board, and you're right behind Tfue suddenly.
No doubt.
Oh, actually, we've got a replay coming up. Let's take a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Check this out. So this is that moment. Watch Vivid's play. One shot, misses the second. Ranger goes down, and then Vivid is just like, no. He probably...
Yeah, it was done at that point.
Yeah.
There's nothing he could have done.
And you could tell for like one glimpse, he was moving. He was like, got it. And then he kind of watched the kill feed and was like, okay. It was, darn you, Storm. You're so strong.
Yeah.
My goodness. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to use that hashtag. We love hearing what you have to say. We hope you've been enjoying all the action. Let us know what you think of the big bonus format. What would you like to see done differently? And obviously, let's talk about Myth. He's provided so much insight coming into these games. It's been super fun casting with you, man. But any final word before we take a break?
Not really.
There you go.
I'm ready for a break. Let's go.
Ready for a break. Let's go.
Hopefully, well, actually, before, I want to see big bonus these next 2 games.
That's it.
That's it.
Big bonus. That is what we leave it on. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5. See you soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the Fall Skirmish. As always, I'm Zeke, and this week we are joined by TS7 Myth. Hello. We've had a day full of incredible gameplay. 6 games from Europe, 4 games so far from North America.
Yes.
It's been super fun hanging out with you.
Hey, I'm hanging out with you too.
I'm hanging out with you as well. For you guys that maybe are just tuning in late, welcome to the show. Hope you've had an awesome day. Let's really quickly touch on the format coming into this week. Obviously, with every week we swap the format. We've gone with the modified version of last week. Big bonus. So 6 games total in the solos format. Victory L's are worth 3 points. Second and third place are worth 2 points. And then placing between 4th and 10th are worth 1 point.
Yes, don't forget about eliminations. 7+ eliminations will get you 3 points. 5 to 6 eliminations will get you 2 points. And 3 to 4 eliminations will get you 1 point. And there is also the big bonus. It is in the name of the game, where you get 1 point and 7.5K for every elimination past 7 eliminations.
That's right. And only 1 player has actually activated the big bonus. that is Poach. So right after that was in game number 1 as well. So
lucky llama,
yeah, before even placing in top 20, Poach walks away with 15K. So you know, he's probably feeling pretty good. There's a lot at stake here. Not only the prize money, obviously the club points as well. And we should also, I guess, touch on standings probably going into the last 2 games of I was going to say EU. North America. Hi, how's it going? We'll really quickly touch on standings. So again, Tfue right at the top, 12 points, maintaining his lead. Now, Lucky Llamas, you guys have 3 members in top 5. You're probably pretty excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget, it's the top 20 competitors that place in the money. So right now, Hogman sitting comfortably in that 20th spot, but Amaze, Salt, Baldy, etc. not too far behind him. Now, with all that being said, Myth, we're going to hop into the final 2 games of the day. What do you think so far?
I think so far it's been a great show. Just plain and simple. I think a lot. I do see the differences between EU and NA gameplay as we've gone deeper into these matches.
Yeah.
And overall, I really want it to end with like a bang. You know, like the last game, I want to have like 2 people with
big bonus.
Big bonus.
Yeah, dude, that would
something
actually be
crazy
cool.
like that, or match 5. Speaking of it,
here we go. We are hopping in. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously don't forget to use that hashtag Fall Skirmish. We love hearing from you guys and talk about the format. What have you enjoyed? What do you wish to see differently going into next week? But here we go. Battle Bus is launching. So now I think one of the things we've kind of identified, obviously, right, are some of the good key hotspots. Pleasant Park, Tilted Towers, Wailing Woods, and even things like Paradise Palms and Resale Row. Currently, that's where we're seeing a lot of the players go. We typically see, what, like 6, 7 players out in Tilted. In Wailing, we see upwards of 8 just because, you know, there's a lot of play space up there. You got Risky Reels to go to. You've got the houses near there. You can go inside Wailing Woods, inside the cabins there, and then obviously the floating island. So now we'll have to see. I'm curious to see how players adapt coming into these final 2 games, right? They're like, okay, we've played 4. We're all warmed up. We kind of roughly know what's going on as far as like placements. Now we just have to go all in and leave it all on the table, right?
Yeah, no doubt with that. And you see like sort of like the same patterns like you said during the start of it, where, you know, you have somebody, you know, these cluster of people, Wailing, Tilted, Pleasant, or even like, you know, Retail Row. And I think it's interesting to see, you know, the people that find that one drop alone. Like look at Yonder Yard, right?
Yeah.
Just one person there, and that's insane. You know, that's a drop that's insanely valuable. So I think something like that. You have Hesse coming up the north side of the map, the drop all alone with 2 houses. But EU Dimes and Razefire instantly getting into the action, both at around the same HP. I think maybe Dimes has like 9 more HP with that sliver of shield that he has, but Raze is gonna do his best.
Double shotgun versus double AR.
Yeah, that's trouble.
That's but Dimes secures it. He was waiting for him to break that wall. And suddenly Dimes finds himself in a more favorable spot in that he gets an elimination, but health looking real low right now. Man,
Definitely.
check out Tilted Towers. Currently sitting on 7 people with 1 person not too far in the wings, but take a look at this replay from Lucky Landing. Oh, there you go. So KU has been eliminated there. Dude, we're already kicking
Early
off
game
things with
spray.
the
It's
action.
happening.
Oh my God. Boss takes down Barton. And look, Exus is right across the way there inside Risky Reels. Risker isn't too far away either. There's a lot of action happening right here. We also get the new safe zone, so currently these players are within the safe zone. It's more north.
Yes. And this is one of those circles where I personally feel like if somebody's going to redeem big bonus, this is it.
This is it.
Not the highs and lows, the high ground. There's nothing insane to play for necessarily. You know, you could play if it shifts toward one of these hills on the west side or on the east side, then you have a little bit of difficulty, but it's most likely going to end up right in that center, rather south of Lazy Links or just shift even north and stay on Lazy Links. And we're going to see a lot of really, really fun late game, and I'm actually very excited for this match. I think this will be the match that we see it come up again. It's going to happen.
Bonus.
Yeah.
You think so? All right. Predictions have been made with you guys at home. Fall Skirmish is with that hashtag. Do you agree? Do you hope this now? And if so, how many big bonuses? If you're right, I'm going to personally give you a high 5. But heading over to Lazy Links, we see 2 players here. Harrian's super low, 18 HP, and against the likes of Reverse.
It's basically whoever gets their shotgun shot off, and Reverse does have the shotgun that basically plays the favor toward that longer engagement range compared to Harion's and his pump. But it's all about who's going to get the shot off.
Oh!
And Reverse plays the low ground phenomenally, taking advantage of the time that Harion is spending shooting his AR and making a peek happen where he would never expect.
The replay from Boss against the likes of Risker. Can he get it? He does.
Already at 3 eliminations with a medkit and minis. He has the grappler. He's just farming his mats now. And these, like, Boss's early game, I want to know, this is what needs to happen for the big bonus to happen. 3 kills early game. You're in a spot where you could farm all these materials. This is the solid position that Boss needs to be in. This is prime time Boss.
That's right. Heading back over to Tilted, we see Dr. Lupo, Gank Logan, Mason is here. There's still 5 players left alive. Nox takes down Mista. They're in the kill feed. We saw it. And again, man, so I'm interested to see why we've seen a lot of slow play coming out of Tilted Towers. It feels like everyone's. We saw it a lot in EU as well. You know, people just playing that slow game.
Well, yeah, we've seen it out of EU, but it's completely different in NA, like I've stated before, where you have players, it's not players contesting each other 24/7 and not gaining anything out of it. It's the slow play because players are just waiting for their mats to get up. They're just slowly farming. And compared to this, we have Wenda Bodies and Nibs basically fighting for this house here. And I think we have 2 people in the other house right next door as well. Oh no, it's just Cube Train. Okay.
We saw, remember, Nibs get that snipe on Cube Train earlier. Probably looking for a little bit of revenge. And now in that kill feed, you can see top right, we've got the diamond immediately snaps toward him and is making the way over. Look at that. Cube Train's like, all right, I know you're here,
Nibs. On the fun.
Yeah, you headshot me last game, okay? You got an angle. Now I want my revenge. He's got the Splodes. 6 of them, Myth. He can open up this house.
6 clingers. Yeah, this is scary. This is scary because here's what's going to happen. Nibs is going to think he has 1, 2, maybe 3 max, right? But then once the 4th, 5th, 6th one start coming out, then you're going to be in a situation where it's like, okay, do I like one of them is going to hit him if he finds a position to just wow him with them.
I actually like that. So in most situations, he would have edited his roof right there and just start throwing them down. He edits the roof, and then immediately Nibs is like, nope, I don't know what's going on. I don't like it, and disengages. And now Coop Train's just getting more information. Just playing it slow. Sure, man, move around the house. I'm not using anything. I'm not really using that many mats. Also farming up mats while he's breaking the house, replacing his own, placing his own floors and things like that.
Yeah, now we have another challenger
coming in. Yeah, arena. Who is that? Back over to Tilted, though. Mason.
Mason v. Dr. Lupo.
Oh, he clips Dr. Lupo. It's Game Sager. Okay, so Game Sager looking to join in on the fun, Myth. Boop still. I mean, look, he's so confident. He's going to stop and pick up this chest. Rift to go. Okay. Silenced AR as well.
All stuff that's worth it.
Game Sager still just down below. He's like, yep, I hear you up top. I'm going to keep quiet. That was
so
a little
weird
scary.
position for Coop Chain to be in, because I think what's going through Coop Chain's mind right now is, hey, I want to get these clingers out of my inventory, but I want to get a kill for doing so.
Right.
I want to get an elimination for doing so, because I want to get this Rift to go and use it. But if I could use these clingers correctly, I could get something good out of it. And that's what I think we're going to see here coming out of Coop Train. Goes for that high ground, gets the shot.
Oh, man.
Here's the thing. He has high. He's going to use the grappler again, and he's going to actually pay for... I'm actually really, really surprised by the fact that Coop Train just didn't play his strength there. He had, what, 5 clingers left. 5 clingers available that he could have easily used to lob at his opponent while he had the high ground and put himself at in a better situation overall. I'm kind of confused with that play to just grapple her up when your opponent clearly has line of sight on you, clearly has vision.
Especially when he took high ground and he only had the 1 grid above him. At that point, just bail. Just use the grappler, go back across the building, or just fall down, reassess. Because remember, there was that other player in Game Changer who was close by. And it looks like someone else, taking a look at the minimap, someone else is joining in on Pleasant Park. But man, we've got 67 players left here, and now everyone is trying to utilize Floating Island. Did you know that the community has dubbed the cube Kevin? This is Kevin's Kingdom.
Yeah, Kevin's Kingdom.
Kevin's Kingdom.
I heard that before. It's a cute little kingdom.
Cute little kingdom.
Science
Science
here.
here.
Ooh, Science versus Jump Band. They're both trying to find their way in this fight. Trying to find a little bit of damage onto the other one. I don't know if Science has gotten a shot on Jumpman yet. I'm pretty sure he has. But Jumpman definitely knows he has armor. And it gets 2 more tech shots off on him. Goes for the spray down. Science with a shoddy shot. Not going to deal a significant amount of damage. Didn't necessarily hit him right on. And that range of engagement definitely isn't.
Oh, it's Boss.
Boss floating around the island.
Hey, what's going on up here, guys? How you guys doing?
I want to fight.
I like that he used the slurp like right off the bat, and now it's almost like a ticking time bomb, right? Jump Line's just waiting so long. Science is just topping off on shields. He snaps back, doesn't no repercussions here. Now obviously Boss joins in as well, but he's got all this. He got all that
spray down.
extra
He's whipping out the pickaxe in front of Boss. No. Oh no.
Wow, Boss showing and representing Dusty Dog, saying, boys,
this is
pickaxe.
good for Boss.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I don't know what Boss's current standings are in the tournament, but he is building up the momentum to just become a force in this late game. I mean, 1.5K mats, if he gets another elimination, if he finds somebody else to eliminate and it gets their materials, he's going to be in such a strong position. You see somebody floating up above him, but there's the overall elimination scoreboard. You can see exactly who's where, how much HP, how far they are away from the storm, and that's going to be interesting to see this in this next upcoming circle. And he sees a few people underneath him. He's going to just go for a nice little safe area.
Over near Tomato, I like that. Something interesting about Boss, he's currently 66th on the leaderboard. So if he has a stellar game, man, he could find himself suddenly in the top 20. We'll have to see how that develops going forward. But Pupper, man, he's here against Bubba Boosh. Boo Boo Bush. Boo Boo Babush. Now I'm just making up funny ways to say it. Now, here's the thing, man. Storm's only taking for, it looks like 2 now.
Does Pupper have rockets? Is that what I seen? Does he have a GL?
I don't think so.
Or was that mistaken? Or am I playing tricks on me?
Oh, no, he does. It does.
Yeah, like at this point,
just rocket the whole thing?
Yeah, disengage, try to play underneath this guy and just let him have it. You know he's low. You know he's ticking. You haven't heard him heal yet.
Yeah, he's just kind of like wasting mats here. There's loot down below to
yeah,
claim.
Like, what is, there's a lot of building happening right now, but the person underneath him ain't moving. And now they're just going to have a heal off in the middle of the game. What?
They're like, is it late game yet? Initiate
no,
heal off.
it's the wrong time of the game for this, boys. One of you guys has got to go. And here it happens. Pupper decides that he wants to just wait till Baboosh does it.
They're fighting for a long time.
There's no aggression from the person that's supposed to be the aggressor.
Man, yeah, I don't like. I mean, again, he's got the rocket.
And here we go. And it puts Baboosh in this. Oh man, see, and now Baboosh has the high ground now, and Pupper on the low. Baboosh wants it though. He has no heals, and guess what? He's gonna lose the elimination to the Storm. But JK, Baboosh is coming through.
He's trying to get the meds. Oh, not fast enough. 54th is his current placement there. Man, Mitch, that was not worth it.
That was more than not worth it. That was like, I don't know what I watched. You remember what I talked about earlier? Like, this is Fortnite. That ain't Fortnite. That's the complete opposite. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, I feel like at that point, man, when you're starting to question, like, there's you could tell those players were like, dude, should we be here?
They were in a fight prior. One of them had information over the other in terms of health. And I think that person was Pupper, and he definitely could have played that situation out better. But on and off to Tfue here, rocking a 2-3 loadout. And what that means basically he's rocking 3 utility, 2 actual weapons. So he has a grappler, minis, grenades, and then AR shotgun. And we'll see how he plays up this situation. He's just staying in the center of that circle, hoping that the zone comes toward him. As you see, he's top of the leaderboard right now. So coming into these next few games, it's going to be critical for him to hold that position. Aspect, if he's still alive this game, he's probably trying to just come up and do the best he can. Yep, he is alive. He is well and in the zone as well. So as you see there, he's on the bottom left side of the circle next to Blue T and Hogman.
Something I really appreciate about where everyone is right now, Tfue currently sitting dead center of that new safe zone.
He's in a great position right now. Landjock holding onto that quad launcher. I would love to see some quad launcher gameplay right now in this competitive environment.
Come on, please, Landjock. Just do it.
I'll just lug him.
Dude,
just let him have
why not? Just fire him straight up. Open up your ceiling, fire him straight up.
Can you imagine? Can you genuinely imagine? You think that could actually work?
Yeah, oh yeah. It just takes a long time. It takes like 5 or 6 seconds for them to turn around, but he could totally do that.
Can you imagine on a rotation, he just lugs up 3?
Oh.
He just boom, boom, boom.
That would
3 eliminations.
Sir Demetrius here, though, trying to close in on someone. Tfue, again, just chilling. Dead center of this new safe zone. Again, man, he's just not doing anything he doesn't have to do. Just continually gathering information, taking his time. We see Hysteria pick up an elimination there on Dusty. So Boss still alive in this. 4 eliminations. Over to Aspect. A lucky llama.
Represent.
48 players left in the current lobby myth. We also get a new safe zone. And I believe actually Tfue is not that far from this current
No, not at all.
zone.
If anything, I think he might be in it.
Not he's like on the edge or something like that, yeah.
But Aspect we've seen had 0 eliminations, but a very, very good amount of mats.
Oh, he finds an elimination on Boss of all people.
Really?
We saw Boss having a stellar start, but Tfue said, listen, man, I need to shut you down. I'm sorry. Oh, I like the quick edit. He comes back out and he says, look, I see you grappling. Let's take some shots. Now, this is his build, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, I believe that was the quad launcher.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
It just makes a very
love
distinct sound. There it is.
Yeah.
It's Vivid. All right, Vivid, just arc them up. Look up, Vivid. Yeah, more. Dude, I love these things. They're so cool. Now just lob one up. Just see what happens.
I think they do a really good job at taking out somebody's base if it's like newly built, right? If somebody's in that 1x1 stacked high, You know, you don't have to wait forever to basically get it out, and it's precise. You have control over it.
Right.
But Tfue finding himself in a situation that might not be favorable here in a couple of seconds if anybody else notices that the amount of pressure is put on him, and you see it, and I mean, that might have been Vivid's quad launcher, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised, but rockets are being thrown in this area.
Right across the way, right in front. Misses the grappler. Now he's got that low ground.
And he's just trying to make people forget that he even exists there.
Right.
That's vital to Tfue's next plan, because he has the low ground here, and he definitely just wants to, make him forget and then make a rotation.
He's so good at finding these windows to rotate when no one is going to retaliate.
And he's in the middle of everyone right now. And with the zone about to close in, I mean, that's the time you want to do it while the people are moving inward, right?
Don't forget, Hogman currently in 20th. He's the 20th spot player right now, looking to make some stuff happen. Aspect as well, currently top 5. Again, we're finding ourselves at a top 36. These are competitive games.
Oh, yeah. And Hesse, 3 eliminations, has 200 HP. Just going to note that out there, because that is pretty insane. That's pretty big to have this much HP at this point in the game. That's not what everybody has.
Look at the loadout, Myth.
Yeah, definitely a lot of opportunity for him here. He has the mat count as well. There's nothing stopping him back, really, other than somebody maybe built up in a base. Using Stink in that situation to get the pressure off of that guy, that's understandable. He just wants to get into this rotation. He just wants to get into the zone. That person's not quitting. He's not stopping the pressure. He's not letting off the gas pedal.
You know, top off with those minis, and now we start to see people start to scramble. Storm's going to move in. We need to get to the new safe zone. I like that ricochet there from Nox. Dang, it bounced really high up there.
He just seen somebody's a ghost in there, just moved out though. I don't know if he's aware of that, but Nox has no shotgun. That is tragic going into late game. That is a large chunk of health that is typically, you know, that people typically dish out during these late games that he doesn't have. So seeing the way he plays, he might just have to stay spooky here.
I don't know how I feel about this. This is kind of cool because he can navigate, but he can't retaliate. They could be really good. Like, he could just zip face through someone's build and be okay, but there's still that, like, time where you have to release the Shadow Stone.
Definitely, and he can't come out of it.
Wait, does he not? No, wait, wait. Does he not see that?
No, he doesn't see the guy in the bush.
What? Are you serious?
No, he does.
Wait, no, he does. He's going back. Wait, who is this? Who's been sitting in this bush?
Man?
So Tyler says, look, you came back. Who was that?
It's Zate!
Zate?
Yes!
So Zate was sitting there watching this ghost?
Zate's been practicing that. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Yeah, we were playing squad scrims, right?
Okay.
Before, or like squad customs, and he was just sitting he was just bushing around. He got us to 4th place. I'm telling you, he's the bush of the future.
Oh my God.
Lucky Llama represent.
Wow. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Some insight there that only Myth can provide.
Yep.
My, oh my. Tfue still alive in this game, but man, Matt's
I remember that
great.
clutch. I remember that fourth game clutch with the bush. It was phenomenal. He tried to make it happen.
Shoutouts to you, Zate. But
Tfue on the high.
Do you see his ammo count right now? Well, hold on. Hold that thought.
There
Never mind. It's all
go.
fixed. Just kidding.
Oh, but the game was sniper with no ammo. That's
you know, I probably would have just left that behind personally. But, well, yeah, there you go. He's like, I just don't need this.
worthless.
Just take you empty. But now we are moving into the nearing top 20. Top Boy takes out Nikisi. Currently Tfue, Hesse, Top Boy, Kenneth, B-Sox all have 3 eliminations sitting at the top.
There's a lot of players at 3 eliminations, Zeke.
Blue T eliminates Tfue.
Tfue, Top Boy going out. Currently, B-Sox
Poach.
His damage getting ticked.
B-Sox just down to the storm. There is a lot of things happening here in this tight little space.
Definitely.
Look, even the lights of Nate Hill are still alive, Myth. And now
Nate Hill looked like whatever, it looks like he's out of the, like he came with whatever he got from
from wherever
well,
it was he landed.
wherever he landed. Like that.
he landed,
That's
said late
tragic.
game, let's go, it's time.
Yeah, and that's what's up. You know, him being able to survive all this time. Hopefully he can find a pick and make the best out of it. But if somebody has any shield up against him, it's going to be a tough battle. If you know, one of these guys, they just got to have their shots on lock. Oh, and Kenneth finding a way back through here.
Yes.
Going to grab one of the Shadow Stones.
That's right. Builds don't matter to me. I phase through all of it. And if no one's paying attention, they will not see the spooky.
That's true. And now he's invisible.
Look at him. Yep. If you don't move when you're under Shadow Stone,
guess what?
Make no wisps.
He's just going to try to find an elimination to go for here.
Can you imagine how like low-key stressful it is? Because like on your screen you see your shadow, but they don't see you, so they're walking by you and you're probably like, oh, he can't see me. I'm invisible.
Yeah.
There's a lot going down. Liquid Poach though.
Oh, it's getting taken out by Kenneth.
4 eliminations to his
So did Kenneth do it? Oh, we're gonna need a post gameplay replay after this. I need to know.
Did he take down Poach? Is that what you're asking?
No, because Kenneth was the person with the Shadow Stone.
Oh, right.
And then he came out and then eliminated Poach. I think.
I hope so.
But I hope that's the case. Double barrel here. He's going to try to dance with his opponent here, breaking through some builds. They're currently I think they're mid-ground. I think there's one person underneath them, if I'm mistaken. There's one person above them, and that is basically the rest of the game. We're going to see how this plays out. So you got pressure from underneath. Yes, you have Hesse, and then you have pressure from up. No, sorry, that was up above.
Something to think about. You got Hesse, Kenneth, Gorilla, and Vivid are the final 4 players in this game.
This tree and Vivid! He's getting rocked! Hesse playing the tree, being an unexpected threat. So now you have these 3 players, 1 ultimate high, 1 right above you. What do you do if you're in Hesse's position? Gorilla sees Kenneth, right? But he doesn't necessarily understand where the 3rd person is. Never mind. They take the engagement. Hesse wins the trade. It's Kenneth versus Hesse now. And Gorilla is in a dangerous position. Here's why. Double barrel could be the end of him, and Kenneth has it.
Kenneth could look to find this elimination. Look at him. He's just wait. He has no builds.
And there it is. The double barrel patiently plays it out, executes properly. Kenneth coming up big there with 6 eliminations.
Now keep in mind, he did not meet that final threshold of 7. Super, super close. But all in all, is still going to walk away with 5 points to hit the board. And look at the flick shot.
That moment.
Ow! Super clean. He was ready to go. The only thing he did not have was mats. But he had everything else. He had minis, he had close range, and the compact SMG, and the double barrel. He was ready to go.
And Gorilla tried playing that bush. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, he said, wait, did Zayt?
That would have been insane.
I've heard the legend of Zayt. Let me play the bush. But as soon as he landed, he hopped out. That was a pretty fun game there. Kenneth obviously winning that game. We'll take a look at some of the highlights coming out of these games here shortly. But again, that was the 5th game of the day. We've got 1 game left to play.
1 final match.
It's still anyone's game. It's still anyone's game. Don't forget, Tifi was currently sitting at the top. Now, we haven't seen current standings, so we'll keep you guys up to date as to when we get those. But my, oh my, Myth. 1 game left to play. How do you feel that this last game has set the tone going into this final game?
So, well, we don't know what the scoreboard is exactly yet, but once players sort of figure that out, I think that's going to be the big thing that determines how people play. Are they just going to try to play for? Are they going to try to hold their position? Or are they going to try to play for the position above them? Is the person above them, like, is that even a tangible goal? And I think the way we're going to see it play out is just, I think people are going to try to go for the big bonus if they're not in that situation. But like we've seen in EU, where we thought that people were going to play for the big bonus because it's the last game, why not go all out, right? We've seen the complete opposite, where people were like, yo, slow down. Hold on the brakes, because I'm just going to play till late and get the late eliminations. But we kind of see that that's the NA's regular, you know what I mean? So what does it look like now? Is it going to be those mid-game engagements that people take if they could take them? Is it going to be the late-game engagements that we see an influx in? I don't know personally, but I'm definitely excited to see which one happens.
There you go. Wise words from Myth. Now, Myth, we also have that fun highlight of Poach. So we
Yeah.
don't know who eliminated Poach in that last game. Let's take a look together. Was it
So Kenneth was down there, and then he got out of stealth to do something else, I think.
There you go. So it was,
He
in
did.
fact, him.
Yeah.
There you go. So the Shadow Stone, proving to be
I think, yeah,
semi-useful.
he must have done that.
Yeah,
Right? It
I think
wasn't
so.
it wasn't in the replay there, but he must have like seen them fighting, outed of stealth, and just like, I'm in here now, buddy. Like let's go. Time to fight.
Yeah.
So I'm
There you
happy
go.
that I've seen that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I like that we've seen a lot of different tools used. You got things like the Shadow Stone, you got things like the Stink Bomb, things you don't typically see. And a lot of these players are saying, hey, look, we're going to use all these things. We have all these tools available to us. This is Fortnite. It's time to make these games our own. We also have some highlights coming in from this last game. So let's take a look at that.
Awesome.
Man.
Roll it.
Myth. Roll it. Myth. Things coming down the wire. Final game coming up here shortly. I mean,
God, this fight.
there couldn't be more on the line for a lot of these players. Now, obviously, if you're Poach, you're like, dude, I am the only guy that's got the big bonus today. And you're probably feeling pretty good. If you're not Poach, you're probably going, man, my Poach so good. Also, I would like a big bonus. So what I'm kind of hoping we see, the Zate plays there. They tried, but Kenneth said, not today. I'm hoping we go into this final game, and like you're saying, people are just, and we saw in EU, everyone slowed down. They're trying to play safer placement. I hope that's not the case here. I hope we go into this final game, and everyone's like, look, I'm going to lay it on the line.
It's the last game.
It's the last game. I'm going to play my heart out. Because I know for me, especially as a gamer, if I'm put in a similar situation, or it's like the last game of the night, or whatever it is that's going on, I want to give it my all. I don't want to like stop playing and go, man, you know what? Why didn't I do that thing? And then you're always like beating yourself up after the fact. So I would hope that all these players just say, look, I'm going all in, man. Whatever happens, happens. Final game. Let's see it happen.
Yeah, I think people will play the regular areas, like their drops that they're confident with and whatnot, and maybe we'll see a few people switch up their drop game and play towards something a little bit more populated. But I just think the big things that are going to change are people's aggression levels when they have the tools necessary. You know what I mean? And just trying to really stay away from those early game fights, because that, in my opinion, is what deters aggression in a lot of situations. This is where you take the early game fight, it lasts too long, now you don't have mats for mid game, now you don't have mats for late game. You're in a tough situation. So I think we're gonna see players try to search for, you know, the right early game engagements, and if it's not, get off of it instantly. Go farm, like Boss did. Boss had a phenomenal game lined up for him. Unfortunately, got eliminated by Tfue.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. And I think if we would have seen him make it into late, he would have been. Like, he is the model of what needs to happen early game for you to be successful in the big bonus platform.
There you go. With that, Myth, we're going to take a look at the standings heading in here to the final game, game number 6. So Tfue, again, picks himself up an extra point. He's still maintaining that lead, 13 points for the Rift Raiders. And again, your top 2, 3, and 4 are all Lucky Llamas, so Lucky Llamas rejoice. Poach, Aspect, and Vivid are up there, and don't forget, it's the top 20 that will place in the money. Right now, that's Zate. So those Bush tactics working out for Zate. He's a lucky
I'll say
llama.
it for him, dude. I'll say it for him. Yes! That's what he's like right now. He's like, I clawed my way into top 20, Mom. Proud.
Now, hopefully, he can continue to edge out Cuddy, Chop it down, and Joseph, but they are right behind them. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, did Zate legit get an elimination?
While in the bush. I believe he,
Like,
remember, there was someone that walked up to him all ghostly, and he was like, are you in the, let me hop up here and pop out a ghost and come back. But was eliminated.
I feel like the bush did end up getting him 20th place. And here's the funny thing. If he gets another point, he's going to win because of a bush. Like that.
Will
I guess we'll
that
have
be
to
the
see
case?
in game number 6, final game of the day.
My
Man.
goodness. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in, for hanging out with us all day, playing through these games. We hope you've enjoyed all the action, but the Battle Bus is launching game number 6, man.
It's actually hot drop whaling. I don't think we've had a bus like this all
Not
day
yet.
actually. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how many people play whaling. How many people are down for that type of
Hot drop?
yeah, for that
Just
type
like,
of hot
go.
drop. Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's not forget, if we're under the assumption that people are going to be like, hey, I'm going to lay it on the line,
Yeah,
you might see it.
Yeah, and I think Welling is sort of that space, that spot for I could get those few early game engagements and not be put so behind when it comes to materials and other things in the game. But yeah, we have roughly around the same amount of people for one landing center, you know, lodges and one person at it. So typically that's right around the average setup we see for that. We see some people going, you know, off to Snobby, Pleasant Park, Junction, top left corner. And Lazy Links actually kind of interesting. 4 players landed there. That's something I don't think we've seen much of before. But J-Storm Tyler's here. Oh, Missend actually. And Tilted getting pushed up upon gank Logan. Logan.
1 HP.
Gets him.
That is not enough though. Dr. Lupo eliminates a player there. Cowboy says bye. Gank Logan takes down Mason. And already we have 8 players that have been eliminated.
Goners. And here we are.
Like you talked about, man.
Fatal Fields, General, Kadi. They know that they are all here. Harryon's in the back. He's looting the little house all the way off there on the side. I don't think it's a bad idea. Then rotate in. I mean, he has shield. If these guys go at it, he could come in and sweep up an elimination, but General's gonna get taking a hit using the Porta Fortress there.
You know, I feel like that was maybe a little too early to use that.
Maybe.
Just a tad bit too early.
If he wins this engagement, though,
Yeah, all right.
worth.
You know, worth.
Makati was over there banging his head on the top of the brick the bricks floor, trying to get up. Like, I mean, yeah, he's gonna expect you to come up from there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well,
yeah,
nice
that
try.
happens.
But
That
over
happens.
to Dimes, who is in Shifty Shafts.
Oh, and it's Skatch.
There you go.
First Dimes. Listen, Skatch could play that AR to his advantage and really pull out something here, but Dimes got a pump just waiting for him. Waiting for him to make the wrong move. See, Skatch wants him to play aggro toward him. That's why he's kind of like teasing him, shooting at his wall, not really peeking out, making sure he doesn't have LOS, because he wants him to get close, then boom, jump up, double barrel him. Just take him out. So we'll see if Dimes falls for this bait, but I think he's going to play it out smart, play it slow, but you never know.
I like that he's got the hunting rifle out. He's like, if you give me an opportunity, man, I'm going to hunting rifle you. Don't do it. Ooh, okay, no scope goes for it. I didn't really expect that to hit. That was more like an intimidation factor, you know? But like you're saying, he's playing it really smart. He's got the double barrel, but it's not enough. And he only chips away at the shield as well, so Dimes is going to be able to loot up the little mushrooms all the way around.
Dimes is in a perfect position there. Getting one early game elimination like that is what you want to see is when you're playing in these matches. You want to be able to get that quick elim and then just be on your way. Carry on with your game plan, you know?
Putrid Orange tops off his shields. He does have that campfire, so he can top off if needed. Might not do it just yet. Look how many people are still in Tilted Towers. Look at this. Safe zone.
It's shifting.
Oh.
So that's nice. You know what? This is the first, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but this seems to be the first West Side circle that we've had
so far
I want to say all day.
Feels
yeah,
like
so it's going to be awesome to see how players play this environment, because I don't think we've seen much of it. Yeah, at least like you said, it doesn't feel like that.
We've had a
so
lot
I'm
of
excited for this one.
We've had a lot of them that just keep going within the storm.
The center. Yeah, we've had a lot of centers. We had a few like northwest, but it's nice to see it shift the other way around and see how players play it. Definitely something to think about, because the people that land west side of the map are going to be in a huge advantage. Your junction people just sitting there.
Just one right now.
Hanging out. Yeah, probably. And it's probably Vivid.
It actually might very well be.
That's a dangerous person to get that many materials into their game. But Sir Demetrius, painful. This could get a little bit messy. Sir Demetrius is in an unfortunate situation. Use double barrel. He needs to reload it, if anything, if Painful gives him the opportunity, but he ends up clutching it out with the burst.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
Oh, he's got a med kit there as well. Ammo, 2 med kits. Oh, dude.
Listen, there's some times where like I think of stuff and I'm like, yeah, this makes sense, right?
Right.
And then players just like, they'll pull something out of their pocket and make something happen, and it just blows my mind.
The burst rifle was there. That was enough to,
and it's like, Excel's good. 4 kills, Excel's. Hello.
Oh,
Excel's cleared out Tilted.
Oh, my. Oh, wait, someone else is here?
Let's go.
Dude, if he picks this up, he's going to have 5 eliminations just to start the game. Early game, done. I'm walking out with 5 eliminations. Can he do it?
really, really want him to grab that heavy sniper rifle. Like, with everything in me, I want him to grab it and just go away, go farm, hide in the woods, and just don't worry about a thing. Just go farm buildings and tilt it for half the game if you have to.
So you just want him to chill out as far as, like, to have the heavy sniper in his
yes, because
reserve.
then you could use that heavy sniper for that aggression late game, and you are a threat coming into people's 1x1s with 200 HP and a heavy sniper and a heavy shotgun.
So he drops the grappler for the quad launcher.
He's probably trying to make a play on this person in the other building. He's probably going to clear it out, but not sure. He looks like he's going for that big pop-up. Mills here, little replay action.
Get him, Mills.
Ooh, clean pump shot into the SMG spray down.
There you go.
Well played. The FPS finds a rift from a fellow Harryon.
Yep. Who's got another one, by the way. Look at him flying overhead. Oh, check the angle. Okay. Okay, production. All right.
Here we go.
Ashton is down below here.
Is white, though. If anybody is to just take one shot at him here, and Ashton might be the person to do so. They're going to be relentless on Harryon. But it's a free glide. I'm surprised. And not the FPS is back into the swing of things. He sees these people posted up. Phenomenal player, by the way. A lot of respect out there for FPS.
Also a llama.
Yeah, and a llama. That's why I said that, actually. I mean, they flash.
There it is.
Just kidding. FPS is actually like an OG of the comp community.
Yeah.
But yeah, being like a llama helps.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's aligned here with Ashton. Oh, he's a heavy sniper.
Ashton just bailing, dude. That's interesting. Ashton saw both these players, him and Harryon's landing, and then it's just like, nah, I'm good to keep doing my thing, but
here we are, Dusty Divot. 25 seconds till Dusty Divot starts to close in. You have 2, 4, 6, 8 people in the entirety of Dusty's, the diner, the divot, everywhere. And none of them are in circle. All of them are going to have to push out, and none of them have taken the foresight to realize that. Instead, they're hyper-focusing this. Landjock should be the... Here we go. He's going to use his grappler just to get in a better position to where he can play for these picks with people that are going to have to rotate out of, hopefully. Out of the divot, that is.
He sees Kayun down below.
Oh, he sees.
Okay.
Yes.
He's going for it.
Just go.
There you go.
Perfect. And Landjock he could have stayed there for that fight the entire time, but not. Oh, Cells! He picks it up! Does he get a 60 limb off of it? Please. Yes!
Oh, wow.
Some of that quad launcher gameplay is what we've been wanting to see, Zeke.
Unbelievable. Again, man, just utilizing it to its fullest. Again, it can hold 4 rockets. You can fire them off at will. And Excels, man, he's coming into this mid-game with 6 eliminations. Keep in mind, Poach has the most on the day overall across NA and EU with 9.
Yeah.
Excels could pull this off, dude.
I didn't know exactly what Excel's mat count was, but he definitely can. If he just gets the right amount of materials, gets what he needs to solidify a position into this next circle, or the circle after this one, he'll be in a really good spot. And Fuzzy's going to be in a little bit of an engagement. We're talking over it for a bit, but boom, big shockwave. He knows he's white, though. He's going to go for the spray down from afar. FPS looking for any opportunity to get damage on. Fuzzy is literally digging his grave. Psych, he hopped out of it. And FPS is going to look for more opportunities to shoot some shots at him.
I like that, man. That was really good. Fuzzy now super far away. And the FPS is like, okay. Well, I'm going to reload everything. Great fight. I'll see you at some point in the future. Wait,
I don't think he's happy with that. He's relentless with this. He doesn't want to give him the opportunity to heal. But here we go. Excels, shifty shafts. This could be dangerous. If Excels does not notice the amount of people that are around him, this could all go downhill from here if he doesn't be aware. His opponent disengaged. It's time for him to disengage as well. He needs to get out of shifty shacks. He might even need to use these 2 grapplers to get out of here. In my opinion, I think he can make a rotation toward the rocks on the hill just west and get a really clean rotation out of here. But here's more players.
Upshout is in the mines down below. He's probably too far. He can't hear the footsteps coming from Upshout.
But he's just aware that somebody's around.
He's trying to zero in. The storm is moving, though. We don't have a lot of time, a minute 30. But take a look again. Excel's the closest right now with 6 eliminations. If he can get 2 more, that activates the big bonus.
And he can. I believe he can.
I believe. Look, Rogue
Right
Flower,
here.
though. Did you see that? He comes out of nowhere. He's got 5 now.
Yep.
Oh.
Flower with 5. People are moving. Excels needs to get moving too. I think Excels might have put himself in a very bad situation that we're not talking about here. Excels was in a very, very good position, and making this rotation towards Shifty, taking the fight, taking those engagements has now set him behind dramatically. He would have been able to have a really good rotation into the circle if you were to play it up early, but Flower with his 5th elimination right here cleans it up and grabs it. But yeah, back onto Excels for a minute, and now he's gonna have to rotate into the zone late, find a position that's not gonna be there for him with 45 players remaining.
It's a tough ask, and he might even have to rely on those 2 grapplers that he does want to use. Psalm taking down the likes of Cloak. We see it in the elimination feed there. I mean, look, Rogue, Flower, right behind Excels. They are neck and neck here.
And I mean, Flower just got bursted to shreds. Unfortunate, but he's not in a bad position overall to make this happen either. Yes, his HP isn't where it needs to be necessarily, but he could put it together still. Has a campfire. I doubt he wants to use it. Him not having HP might be his downfall, but I would love to see Flower still come out of it. He has a very big opportunity for a rotation here. We know he's on the edge of that mountain right off of Tilted.
Right.
And he could get something early possibly and solidify his position before anybody else does. He could be in a very good opportunity here, but now we're off to Salt FN with 1 elimination. And here we go.
There he is, Excels. Look
He
at
finds a
all
way.
the opportunities, Smith.
He found it.
Okay, now keep in mind, he's right next to the safe zone we talked about. Doesn't have to go too far. The FPS, though, finds Wiles here in this elimination. There you go. Almost gets 3rd party. Almost. And now look, it's Land Jock.
And here we go. The FPS knows he's low.
Oh, he's saying, come on inside.
Instantly going to start applying that pressure. Gets the edit. He's going to want to break that other one, though, before he could do basically anything. But he said, no, why break the other trap when I could just break your structure because it's built on 1 wall?
The FPS finds elimination back to Excels, though.
Excels just, he's
close.
looking for it. He sees Horrify healing. This could be big. This could be the 7th elimination.
I like this. He's just playing it slow. He doesn't have to force himself to this wall. He's just trying to see what he can do right now.
Yes, but he making this high ground play, taking the time to push these people. And, you know, we've talked about it some. The people have the tools. They'll have everything necessary, but they'll hyper-focus on those eliminations. They'll be so close to tasting, you know, or getting close to being able to start getting big bonuses that, you know, they'll completely focus on that 1 elimination. And maybe he has a plan to use the bouncers, right? Use the bouncers to rotate out, but he's going to try to get in here. He gets the elimination. Zeke.
Myth, it could happen. Okay.
This is good. Honestly, I did not expect that to go down like that.
I did not.
I don't understand, but there's still somebody off on the side waiting to laser Excels. They know that Excels is low. They know that he's white.
He's going to get the heal off. He's going to take a little bit of storm damage.
He'll be fine, but B-Sox is just waiting for him.
He's even going to mini. That's how scared he is. He wants to be certain. He's like, I need to do this. Uh-oh.
That's unfortunate. No grappler to get into here.
Look, it's B-Sox gatekeeping him right now.
If Excels could grab the high ground here, he might have a fighting chance, but if he doesn't, he's going to be put in a situation where he's just going to play low.
Oh, big bonus is right here.
But B-Sox getting 3rd party from the other side. Excels might have an opportunity. Excels,
oh, no.
You need a build.
Oh, no.
No. Now's not the time for myth damage, please.
Oh, no. 9 HP. Someone just needs to look angrily in his direction.
Excels
All right, this is a power play.
This is scary.
It's a power play.
It's a power play with 70 materials and somebody shooting you from the top of a mountain.
Oh my gosh.
It ain't a power play. It's a last resort play.
You're right. And I mean,
He has no other options but to challenge B-Sox here, and will he find it? Spray can't seem to hit the shots that he needs. B-Sox taking out Excels, ruining his legacy, but I think more than anything, Excels might have put himself in the situations that he didn't need to be in.
With that, B-Sox shuts it all down here in slow-mo. Now keep in mind, if he had gotten that extra elimination, he would have activated big bonus. That would have been 7.5K heading his way. But B-Sox said, not today, friends. No. This will be my legend. And keep in mind, though, Rogue Flower still alive, okay? He's got 5 eliminations, so he is the next People's Champion.
Yeah,
and he's now crowned.
And like I seen Rogue Flower before, he wasn't in a bad situation material-wise. I don't know exactly where he is on the map, but he's not in a tragic situation like Excels was. And I think Excels played a situation, you know, phenomenally with the situations that he kept putting himself into. These situations where he has to waste mass, he has to play late for the rotation. He's gonna end up getting third-partied, of course, because of all those late rotations. But here we go, gank Brandon. He knows that he is white. Underneath, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just challenges this. Ooh. And he does. B-Sox says, open the door.
Come on inside.
Come on in. I'm ready. I know you don't got it. I got it.
I got it.
You wanna know what he's got? That blue stuff.
That blue stuff, aka shield.
Yep.
If you didn't know, when we refer to blue and white, it is blue being shield and white being the damage health to your health bar. So if you didn't know, now you know.
Oh,
Mr. Dog. No. Not like this. Rex.
Yeah, it might.
Well,
Triz picking it up. B-Sox here, 3 kills. Been marching his way through ever since, and 32 people into this zone, Zeke, and we've seen, like, I think this has been one of the circles where we had less people that have been alive and higher kill counts across the board. 5, 3, 3. Many people with 3 already at this point. And Flower picks up the 6th elimination.
Myth, the dream lives on. And the likes of Rogue Flower, 1 elimination puts him at 7, and then at 8 he activates the big bonus. You gotta think that's running through his mind right now here in the final game.
And I think before anything right now, I think Flower should really take a chance to look at the map, just maybe look behind him at this hill, because this next rotation into the zone, it is so free.
He should just go.
Exactly, and there we go. He's making it. He needs to get there, solidify his position, and then play for picks within that zone.
There's a launch pad. He just dropped down.
That was the guy that he eliminated previously. There's nobody in there. I don't think he's aware of that.
The thing is, taking a look, Nate Hill was very close by.
There we go. He's building up for it.
So this is Mills right here. Is that right?
I'm not 100% sure, but all I do know is that there was vital stuff in there. He doesn't need to necessarily play for it, but he definitely needs to keep these people boxed out. He needs to have a strong presence in this next circle for him to be a dominant force, for him to activate big bonus and really reap in kills here.
He's poised to do it. I mean, honestly, man, that was a jump pad. Yeah, you need to just break that wall.
I don't think he's seen it.
Wait, did he just chiller himself?
No. He's good.
Okay. Man, look at the loot there, dude. It's a launch pad, it's ammo, potentially mats, things like metal. Look at the AR count.
He's just waiting for the rotation. He played the ice trap, waiting for him to run on the ramp into the spike trap.
No,
he's a genius.
No way, the 200 IQ plays.
Wait for it. We could see the lines. Flower can't. But will this person run straight into a trap?
No.
Will
this happens, man.
Please.
This could be his 7th.
He's coming closer. Let's make it happen.
The patience coming out of Flower.
I hear steps.
Wait, they're up top. They're above him.
Yeah?
Come on, just hit the chiller. Just hit the chiller.
Nah, it's already passed. People have avoided it successfully. Flower's innovative plan doesn't work. I like seeing it, to be honest. I like seeing that come out of him. But he does see somebody right here. He's in the 1-by-1. He's playing for the spray down. Going for it with the spike trap, and Nate Hill.
It's Nate Hill.
Flower's tear.
But it's both. It's Nate Hill and Camille's in one go.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they were both eliminated. Yeah.
Wait, double spike trap?
Yeah, it was a double spike trap. Coming out from Nate Hill. I don't even know. No, Nate Hill's still alive. He's probably like, wait, what? Look, he just moves over. He's like, oh, thanks, guys. Look at all the stuff I have now.
That is insane. So now Nate Hill is where he needs to be. He has the potion. He has the mats. He has... What? Listen. You thought that you were going to go for this spike trap play. Nate Hill said, no, buddy. No, it's mine. And he hits another elimination, putting him at 3 on the board before placement. Has his elimination points already. Now Nate Hill just needs to find that pocket to get into this next zone. He's playing low. EU Amaze with 5 eliminations, actually. Not the greatest amount of HP, but he could make big things happen here if he finds the right person to eliminate with that double barrel shotgun. 20 seconds of Stormcloaks. He finds an opponent. He finds another one coming out of the zone. This could be big for Amaze, but they do have grapplers. They're going to leave. This is going up a hill. No. This could get dangerous for Amaze, and I don't think he's going to make it out alive.
Man, you can't fight the mountain. You have to make those early rotations. Even B-Sox is going to go down here. It's just not enough. Wait. Oh, it's the FPS who finds 2 eliminations. He's at 5 now, Myth. 13 players left alive. We just saw Hysteria go down. Zate's alive. Vivid's down low. Hogman, ultimate low ground up there. Reverse 2Ks up high. There's a lot happening right now. And now, look, we move on the opposite side of the mountain. Now they have to traverse around and over this mountain. Look, Psalm's not going to have a lot of time here. Oh, my gosh.
It's already moving. But I think Psalm is doing the smart thing here. If he can, play for a pick. You know, why not? You have that loadout. If anything, Psalm could go on an absolute tear right now. And it could be scary. He could be super scary with that sniper.
Right here.
He shows up. Can't get into the box, though. He didn't push in with it. The opponent spike trapped it, so it's a good thing that he didn't. And he's just going to maintain mid ground, as there's somebody else playing high ground.
Just 11 players left to go, Myth. Look at Coop. He's super low. Zate's down low. Reverse, maintaining that high ground with 300 metal.
This isn't where you want to play high ground, Zeke. There are a few moments in my that I've noticed where high ground is good and high ground is bad.
Ranger's down.
And right now, the person that it's looking like this game is going to favor toward is actually Vivid beyond anybody. Being that high is not going to be fun when you need to push all the way down late game toward that person that is low ground that might have bandages if this does end up being a heal off. So this is going to be a pivotal moment if Reverse plays for low ground or not. Because if he needs to go, he needs to go now. But somebody's going to actually contest high ground, even though it might not. Oh,
Reverse is at 6.
And he gets him. But here's Reverse. He's playing for the low. He knows he needs to do it. And it's Vivid on the low. Will it work out in Vivid's favor?
Unbelievable, Myth.
Here we go, Reverse, Vivid. They are right next to each other, touching noses. And Vivid takes the victory royale.
Unbelievable, Myth. You called it out. Vivid the entire time playing lower to the ground, and it comes up huge for him.
He gets him the victory royale. It puts him ahead of the competition. And we'll see the last moments here where Vivid handles this situation with such poise, such control. Just waits for him to spray through because he knows he has to push through him. He's waiting for that zone and just gets him. And you know, like we said about that high ground there, that's not the time where you want to play it.
Vivid's probably feeling really good about that win, especially fighting against the mountain. I think you hit the nail on the head, man. Just maintaining that low ground. Mountains are very difficult to fight against because if you got other people building on top of you, you have to break their walls. Oftentimes, it's late in the game. They're using metal. So him just playing low, he's like, I don't have to fight any of you. You have to come actually down to me.
Yeah.
And if you're up top...
And you have to get through them.
Yeah, that's true. And he also had the rocket launcher as well. So even if they had built up high, he could bring them down, but have them take that fall damage.
Yeah.
Vivid coming up big there. So we got the victory out. That's 3 points. 5 eliminations going to put him with the additional 2. So that's going to be 5 points hitting the board for him. Don't forget, he was top 5 as a Lucky Llama.
Yep.
We were currently calculating final standings, ladies and gentlemen.
Where was Vivid late game there?
What?
I'm sorry, not Vivid. Where was Tfue late game?
I think
Was he in there at all?
I don't think so. I think he got eliminated. Let's take a look at the highlights coming out.
This could be close.
Don't forget, so Tifu had 13 points coming into this final game. Man, there's so much that happened.
Tifu did die top 30 actually.
Top
so no
30.
points. I think I'm not sure if he got any elimination points or not, but don't think he actually ended up catching any points that game. That is tragic.
And that's someone, these two actually are two people I want to talk about. Excels. My God. Drops tilted and starts the game with 5 eliminations. He does get the 7, but he cannot lock down Vsauce. Unfortunately, eliminates him.
Excels and Flowers were definitely two people that I was expecting to come up so big, and I think they made really, they strive to get those eliminations, and it worked in some cases, and in some cases it didn't. Like we've seen in Excel's plays, and I really wish Flowers Ice Trap worked.
That's what I was gonna talk about.
God.
He places, so what he had done is he had placed double ramps, chiller on one wall, and then a spike trap down below and a half edited wall. So if they had slid wrong, they would have hit the little corner, because obviously they're like, oh, I don't want to slide out the whole out unsuspecting territory. I'm gonna go in toward the half wall, spike trap, and he just peeks around the corner with the AR. Can you imagine? That would have been. It
would have been pretty enjoyable.
Unbelievable.
It would have been pretty enjoyable.
Oh my goodness!
Sadly,
but then on top of that, he takes the engagement. I don't even remember who was it that he fought.
He fought Nate Hill.
No, Nate Hill had left the trap there for them.
No. He pushed the box, and Nate Hill was in there, I think, with Mills, right? And I think Nate Hill placed a stairs and a spike trap and just got them both.
Oh my goodness, dude! A double spike trap.
Yeah, that's a way.
It's feeling pretty good.
That's a way to play your fall skirmish, let me tell you.
Man, this has been a great day. So what's interesting, I think it's going, like, comparing NA to EU. NA is more creative.
Yeah? You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I kind of appreciate. Because even stuff like that where you drop a chiller and a spike trap on the edge of the wall, even Nate Hill picking up a double spike trap elimination, that doesn't typically happen in EU. EU is a lot more calculated. They play slow. They play methodical. So...
yeah, this was definitely a learning experience on my end, seeing the play between both of those, and it definitely was enjoyable. And I learned a lot just watching, all these phenomenal players play as well, just looking at the rotations and how the movement really plays out. So it's something I really valued as well.
Absolutely. You know what else we value? Sniper montages. We've got some packages for you at home. Let's take a look. My goodness, there was some.
Is TFU in this one like 12 times?
It's actually, I believe, back to back. Oh, back to back. There you go. So this all happened within what, like 10 seconds. They were actually back to back. Nibs here.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know what to say. That
this one was ridiculous.
With the heavy sniper. Oh no, this is the semi-auto that you pointed out. Not a lot of love. My goodness, the sniper montages are so good. My God. So what do you think, man? Now you had a chance to be here at the desk. You could have kind of the bird's eye view of things. What do you think? What are you thinking? Tell me what you got.
I want to play Fortnite. That's what I think, man.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We're going to play Fortnite.
But no, seriously though, it's fun casting. I hope that I was able to make an enjoyable cast for those that came out to watch. Something. Hopefully, I introduced something to the casting booth that hasn't been done before. Something that you guys aren't used to out of fall and even from summer skirmish. So that was my goal, and if I succeeded in that, then I am more than happy, and I hope that everybody had a great time watching at the end of it, Zeke.
Yeah. It's been a great time casting with you, man. You've definitely provided some awesome insight, which I think a lot of folks at home appreciate. Now, someone else I'd like to talk about, Nate Hill. This guy shows up, does a lot of cool stuff. Man, I mean, Nate Hill, one of those precision players who's just consistent across the board, right? We saw him making top 20 pretty much, I believe, just about every game. But man, man.
He came in big. And this is, he's been hungry for it too. Fall skirmish, wanting this, and he showed up, and he grabbed it.
Yeah, just letting everyone know. Look, I'm Nate Hill.
Yeah.
Now the other thing to talk about, obviously, is Poach, only player all day today to drop the
Yeah.
big bonus. So keep in mind as we're calculating final standings, he placed before placing.
Isn't that crazy? Just to think about it, because we've heard some of the feedback from Fall Skirmish, and I've seen some of the posts from influencers and stuff. You know, more kill incentive is the #1 request, and then when it's there, no, it's not reached, and it's crazy. It's reached once, so that is crazy to kind of see it happen, and of course that has nothing to do with anything really. It's awesome that there's more kill incentive, of course, but it's just it blows my mind that nobody was able to reach it besides one player in one game. So I would definitely like to see maybe this format come back in the future and see how players play with it again, because I think players were just sinking their teeth in now. You know, into the game 5, game 6s, we started seeing more of those 5, those 6 kills on multiple players late game.
So good.
And I want to see more of that.
People like Tfue who are showing up big. Again, Tfue got 2 wins back-to-back. He won, I believe, game 2 and then game 3. I mean, Tfue, man. The guy in the most complimentiest of compliments I could try to give you is you're a robot. You just calculate everything all the time. You're like the Terminator. I mean, so here's the thing, right? We talked about it earlier. The way he plays is methodical. He doesn't overbuild. He never takes engagements that he doesn't feel he can win. And on top of that, he's a super confident player. You touched on this. When he makes a decision, he goes all in. And there is no second guessing. There's just, look, I'm going to do this. This is my decision. I'm going to do this the best that I possibly can. And look at this. Look, the montage speaks for itself.
It's like nobody sees Tfue when he's, you know, on top of his 1x1s just sniping at people. Like, the eyes aren't on him, and that's something that's planned, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And quick with his peaks, quick with his decisions. Does it. If it fails, retreat. That's it. If it's successful, good. Keep moving forward.
Right. My goodness. And don't forget, he was leading the pack there. But could that change?
Here's some more clips. Lands a nasty headshot on Nate Hill there. That was, it's unfortunate for Nate.
Well, yeah. You know what's interesting, too? It's crazy to me that the Tfue do so much with so little. Because there's times where we tune into him and he only had, like that, the second to last clip there was
him
only
the headshot on Nate Hill?
Yeah, well, the one after that, he only had a double barrel and an AR.
Yeah.
That's all he had. Nothing else. And he's still making plays happen. I mean, hats off, friend.
That's all you need.
That's all. Apparently, that Tfue was like, that's all I need, Zeke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on my level. Yeah.
2-3 loadout kind of works for Tfue as well, because he, like, you see him use these nades to his advantage. You see him use all these utility items, and maybe he doesn't necessarily need to, you know, use a weapon to get the advantage over you, but he'll use one of the utility, you know, items that he has lined up for your demise, basically. You know, he sets out his toolkit and he's like, closes his eyes, eating that one.
This is the one, and oh, look at that, another elimination. Classic Tfue.
That was good.
My
Good day.
So now, what do you think, Myth? What do you take back with you as you go into the final 2 weeks of the Fall Skirmish?
Ooh.
You think you've maybe you have a little more insight?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I'm always excited to play the game. You know, that's definitely one thing. And definitely, you know, coming out here, you know, viewing these matches, being behind the desk, definitely, it's nice seeing things from the bird eyes view. You know, seeing this map, you know, paying attention. There's some key things that I've noticed with rotation, some key patterns that I definitely want to implement into my play from being here. So there's definitely things that I take away myself and that I want to, you know, implement in my own gameplay to improve my performance. And so, yeah, definitely.
One of those is obviously the chiller double ramp.
Oh, definitely.
Trap. Yeah, of course.
Chiller. No, not. Yeah. And you know what's funny? He could have the chiller. Have you ever seen the chiller behind a stair?
That's
on the wall.
Oh, it's like a wall chiller ramp.
Yeah, I just want to do that into a spike trap.
Oh, the ult. That would be so brutal.
I'm just gonna set up 20 of those late game.
And just hope.
And
just
and big bonus my life up.
The entire lobby hits one ramp, and I'll slide into one trap, and you're like, hey, big bonus. Why was that so hard, Poach? I mean, come on.
And then after that guy, then the next, and the next.
And then it just keeps going like that. You know, another player I kind of want to touch on is Vivid. You know, we saw him pick up one of those games. I believe it was game number 5 with that ultimate low ground. I mean, what can we say? Just another unbelievably talented player. He's very similar to Tfue in that he's methodical, and again, he doesn't necessarily do things that would not favor him. Even that, like, you know, it's just a good player, but
I've talked about this briefly on my stream and with just some people in general, and sometimes it's not about making the right decision all the time in playing this game and playing Battle Royale, but it's about making a decision and sticking with it and executing to your best ability. And because even if you're in a poor situation, if you execute your plan to the best that you can, even if it's an awful plan, you could come out ahead and better than somebody that has the right idea but the wrong mentality, and has that kind of confliction between in their mind and in the way they play.
Yeah,
you know,
goes back to that confidence we kind of touched on earlier. You know, and I think that's a really great point, man. Is you just have to believe in yourself, and just like the way Nate Hill does it, you go full send. You just commit to your decisions. Even like Poach is that way, right? Just make a decision and just be confident in what it is and be confident in yourself. And I think certain players, that kind of stuff shines through. People like Vivid, Poach, Tfue, Nate Hill, etc. You as an example. Yeah, man, we've got 2 weeks. Don't make that face. You know it's true. 2 weeks of fall skirmish left to go. I just want to keep talking about players, man. People like Excels.
Yeah, I'm so sad of Excel's like story that happened there, man. It was such a good storyline that was built up, and it could have been something amazing. And I'm sad to see like the way it all like ended up. Truthfully,
he came so close. But that's the thing, man. Is now he sets the standard, right? Now he kind of sets the what we should expect from Excels. Oh my God, quad launcher play.
Yeah, I mean. Works.
Man.
Works.
I love to see it. I hope that we continue to see this kind of play coming out from Excels every week. Because, I mean,
we'll see him at TwitchCon.
Ooh, okay. He's going to be there? Do you know?
I don't know.
Excels, you going to be at TwitchCon?
I have no idea.
Hold on, let me call him.
Yeah. Ring, ring.
Yes. All right, he said yes. There it is.
Nice.
There we go. But, man, that is it. Week number 4 done. We're waiting for the final standings. We hope you guys at home have had a great day, have enjoyed all the action. Don't forget to use that hashtag Fall Skirmish. Sum up your thoughts. Were your predictions right? How has Myth helped you level up your gameplay? And I'd actually like to know if you're going to be at TwitchCon, because I will be there, and I'd like to high-five you. You, not Myth. I can do that now. Boom!
That was weak.
You're right. Round 2.
So weak.
Oh, you know what else we can do, Myth?
Yeah? Hey!
Oh,
oh my God, Zeke!
This one's actually stuck.
Zeke!
There it is.
There you go.
That one was stuck. But with that,
but yeah, so how do you feel about like the matches overall? I mean, you've seen Fall Skirmish progress over. This is the 5th week, correct?
This is week 4.
Week 4, sorry. So yeah, you've seen it progress in over 4 weeks, and from Summer Skirmish to Fall Skirmish, even the start of Fall Skirmish to now. What do you see that's interesting? What do you see that's different? How do you feel like the pace or the momentum of the game has changed?
Well, so I think one of the cool things specifically about the skirmishes is it allows us to like play, right? We're trying to figure out not only what you guys as professional players want to, like how you want to compete, but we also are figuring out, as you guys, the viewing audience, what you guys want to see. And so, for example, this format came out of PAX, right? We're slowly building to that. And at PAX, we come out with this really fun format that everyone seems to enjoy. And then we just make little tweaks. Now, last week it was, Royale Flush. We're like, how do you like that? Yay, nay. We go things like Big Bonus, right? We can make these adjustments on the fly to really, I guess, change up the gameplay. Because, for example, like you mentioned, we only saw Poach. He was the only one to get the big bonus, and a lot of people are like, "Hey, we want more than this."
Yeah,
we give it, and we don't get it.
Well, we don't get it the first time.
That's true.
But
that's true.
You know,
I'm actually curious. Do you think that's because it's solos and not duos, or do you think that it's just, just how it played out this time?
Not. I mean, I think it just might have been just how it played out this time.
Okay.
It's a new format with something big at the end. I think a lot of players fell into that loophole of, okay, I'm at 6 eliminations. Oh my God, like it's time to go in. Like let's do it. Kill. I mean, elimination, eliminate.
Yeah.
So that's something that will take. Like Poach comes on top, gets that, and focuses very well on progressively getting the eliminations throughout his match and doing the rotation. So I think that's a big thing that played into a part because we've seen a lot of people in EU, we've seen people in NA where they get so hungry for these eliminations, sorry, but they completely forget the fact that they just need to work toward late game to finish off the eliminations that they need to be successful.
Right? I mean,
And
even people
yeah.
like Day, right? A few weeks ago, Daquan shows up and drops like a bunch of eliminations. Just does it. Poach, again, gets the 9. That's a great point. But now, so here's the thing, though. Do you think there's like a point at which you go, so for example, we have like early, mid, late game. Do you think there's a point in which you go, okay, I can kind of play for eliminations as much as I possibly can in this time frame? Or do you think, like, what's your philosophy, I guess, on that?
My philosophy on that, and a lot of pros' philosophy on when is the right time to get eliminations, I think is what you're getting at, right?
Yep.
Is if the game works toward your favor in the early and mid game and you get some eliminations and it works well, like we've seen Excel's, we've seen Boss, for example, get those 3-4 eliminations early and he's able to play the mats, that's when it works toward your side. But if you can't get those eliminations early quick enough, they become not worth, and it's better to just play toward late and try to pick up your eliminations then. Maybe you're not going to have that 7 elimination game every game, but you need to just take your time and pace your steps and work toward the consistency of getting late game where these eliminations actually happen. That's where we see the body count of the lobby go down the quickest, from those circles where it's like it's 50 and then it's 20 and then it's 10, then it's 3 and then the game's over.
Right.
That's the trend that we've seen here in the NA matches. That is, we've seen it's like 50, 60 players, and like I said, 20, 10, 3, game's over. So during that part of the game, I personally think that's where you see the elimination spike. And like I said, you'll have these one-off matches where things really go your way as a player, and you get these 4 or 5 matches like we've seen Flower and Excels in the last game just completely show up and dominate when it comes to eliminations. But it's like I said, it's about just knowing, okay, just you have that, now play toward your late game. Use your late game knowledge to just get those eliminations, because if Excels would have been early on that rotation into the zone and past that hill out of tilted, he would have been in a much better position overall to just capitalize on everyone, I think, and get those eliminations that he needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Myth, any final words before we tune off?
Keep believing. That's all. All for me.
That's it? That's
Yeah.
all you got for me? Well, there you go.
Scully Gang represent.
The Scully Gang represent. Ladies and gentlemen, before we tune off, we just want to give you a quick announcement. So we are going to calculate final standings. Tifu is the winner coming out of week number 4. He was tied with Vivid, but he comes out ahead. We're going to post final standings later on tonight, so stay tuned for that, as well as club standings. With that being said, that's it from us. We hope you have an awesome week. Thank you again. Huge shout out to Myth. Please, again, if you don't follow him, send him a follow. We hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thank the bus driver, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus.
I don't know. Is that real? Pause. Is that real? Holy. Yo. Oh my god, dude. Fortnite has rated you with a party of... Holy crap, dude. I can't even see. I was trying to read it, and all of a sudden, like, 50 people... I can't see. I can't see where it is. Oh, Fortnite is... Okay. 14,000 people. You guys are nuts, dude. Thank you for the host. Holy cannoli, dude. Oh my god. Span, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Jeez. This is crazy. Oops. My god, dude. Thanks for all the follows, guys. I would name it off, but like... it's too many. Ooh! Misty, 5 gifted subs. Thank you. And welcome to the Fox Den. Tristang, J-Boner, Mateo, It's Boohoo, Manjo, and Span. Holy... dude, you guys are nuts, dude. You guys are nuts. Oh my god, dude. Zubin. What? Zubin gifted 10 subs, dude. Thank you, Zubin. Oh my god, dude. Actually crazy. Can we talk? Can we talk about it for a second? You guys want to talk about it? Jeez. Look at you guys. No talking. Look at you guys, dude. What is claim? Life Shadow, thanks for the Twitch Prime, dude. Welcome to Foxden. What is claim? Why are we spamming claim? What is happening? I'm gonna cry, dude. Oh. Okay, wait. Let me focus for like 10 seconds so I don't die off a rip. You guys are nuts. Yikes. That's a yikes for me. Oh my god, dude. I can't even... Mimps gifted 10 subs. Oh, holy sh... Mimps, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. You guys are nuts. Actually nuts. Stop! 2 health. 2 health, by the way. Dude, you guys are crazy! I need to breathe. I need to breathe for a second, dude. Oh my god, bro. Can you guys... just for a second, look at this. Claim. Claim. What is claim, dude? What are we claiming? Oh my god. You guys are nuts, dude. I literally can't even see my notifications. They're just flying. Maz gifted. Maz gifted. Dude. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I can't even see my notifications. Maz and Mimps are popping off right now. Thank you for all the gifted subs, guys. I don't know how many there are, but it's like... You guys are nuts. Jeez. Donald Trump donated $5. He said, your stream is blown up huge. I just want to say it's good. Keep making... I don't. And then it's gone. And then it's gone. Keep making Fortnite great again. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Donald Trump. Oh my god, dude. Woo! You guys are nuts, actually. That's all I can say. That's all I know how to say. I don't know what to say anymore, dude. My brain, I'm dead. That's it. You guys are blowing my mind. Listen, as soon as I find out standings, I'll let you guys know. Dude, I just keep hearing it go. You guys are crazy! Jeez. Yeah, we might need a couple of mods, dude. Did it... Wait, are the standings out? Oh, the standings are out. What do we get? What do we get? 7th place, boys. Number 7. Knox the Fox TTV, by the way. By the way. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Tfue won, yeah, Tfue definitely, I mean, let's be honest. Bro. I wish I had... Kim Jong-un donated $5. North Korea's best Korea. Maz gifted more subs. I don't even... I need to... I can't keep up with it because you guys are insane. So I'm just gonna... I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands anymore, dude. Rip Maz's wallet, bro. Thank you, Maz, for all the gifted subs, dude. How many is it? How many is it, Maz? So proud of you, brother. Thank you. No, I'm proud of you. Preheat the oven, dude. Preheat the oven. You guys are crazy. Good stuff, Nox. You deserve this. I appreciate that, dude. Zubin gifted 5 more subs. Stop! Ugh! Stop, dude. Listen. I don't know how to react. Mimps gifted us subs, dude. I'm gonna puke. You guys want me to throw up on stream? I'll do it. I won't do it. I won't actually do it. Donald Trump donated $10 more. Trust me, if you don't know what to do with your hands, keep them to the keyboard. Keep them on the keyboard. It's safe. Thank you for the 5, Donald. Mr. President, thank you. Just kiss me. Mwah. Mwah. Oh my god. Bro. Alright, buddy, I'm gonna go for now. Saw those views, and honestly, brother, great job. Thanks, dude. Put it sub only. If I put it in sub only. God, dude. You got I can't even focus. I can't even focus. You guys are so cool. Oh my god, dude. You guys are actually, like... it's overwhelming. I don't know what... I don't... Listen. Everyone take a deep breath. Mimps, don't... Mimps, don't tell them that. Mimps? Now, wait a minute. Mimps. So close to Pepper Challenge, dude. What's up, Scully? Enabled follower only mode. There we go. You can only talk if you follow. Nox, you crying? No, I'm not crying, dude. No, I'm not. Dude, I'm not crying. You're crying, okay? Coop Train. Subscribe. Tier 1, dude. Yeet. Welcome to the den, my man. And everyone else. Wait, and everyone else that got gifted a sub or subscribed. Welcome to the Fox Den. There's... Bro, you guys gifted like... You guys gifted like 80 subs. Just now. Actually insane. Who hosted me? Fortnite. Maybe you've heard of them? Jeez, good job today, Nox. Thanks, dude. Can you add me? I play with people on Mondays. I play with viewers on Mondays. Holy crap. BMAC, just gift... Bro, you need to... Listen. Okay, listen. Okay, listen, dude. 50 subs... Dude. 50 gifted subs from BMac. Hello? Hello? Thank you, dude. That's actually, listen, if I take a moment, if I just take a moment and like, oh my god, dude. Get the pepper, Noxy. Well, I don't have the pepper yet. We have to order it. Who is this? This is like a real player. Ooh, rip. Rip. Oh my god. Much love from Croatia, brother. Yo. Thank you. Jack of the King. Much love from Norway. We got fans from around the world, dude. Don't ask for subs if you don't plan on coming around regular days. Nox, it's happening. I knew it would. It's actually, it's surreal, honestly. This is crazy. Like, I feel so mushy right now, dude. The followers are still coming, yeah. Like, much love from my room. Much love from Russia. Much love from Belgium. Wait, you guys are actually from everywhere, dude. On the front page, by the way. Jeez. Actually crazy. I don't know. What do I do? What do I do? I can't. This is like overwhelming. The amount of support from Fortnite, from my friends, from my fans, from my everybody, dude. Everybody's showing love. I want to cry. But like actually though. Pepper time? The pepper, well, okay, so the deal with the pepper is I can't do it on Twitch because it's considered self-harm, so I have to make a YouTube video for it. So it won't be live on Twitch. It'll be recorded and made into a YouTube video. You deserve it. It's actually crazy. Bot. I found a bot. $40 more followers than 44K? What are we at? We're at 3,953. That's nuts. I've gained 300 followers. Or maybe more, actually. It might be more than that. It might be 800. Or, what are we at? It might be 400 or 500. I don't know how to. I can't. Oh god. I can't play, dude. I can't even play. I really can't. Like it's. I'm just like overwhelmed right now. Jeez. You followed at 3,400, yeah, so like 500 followers. All my stream snipes were for this moment. Oh. Oh, chat is so friendly. Yeah, it's a good. Listen, we got a good group of group of people here, okay? This is a wholesome chat. It's like a family. Oh my god. Give me that shotgun, boy. You just hear the ring going off, man. What is happening? Hold on. What is happening? Def coming to this channel more? Hey, I'd like to hear that, honestly. I don't. It's like I don't have words, man. I don't have. I actually don't have words. Any tips for new streamer? Make connections. You know, find people within the community. Pretty much make friends in whatever community you are in. So like if you play Fortnite, find people that play Fortnite and play with them and your words are that you don't have words. Honestly, man, I don't. Loving the stream, dude. Looks awesome, dog. Thanks, man. Much love from Kazakhstan. Love what you do here. Thank you. Seeing Nox get emotional is making me emotional. Dude, I tried that with CSGO. I have no friends in the community. It's trash in CS. Do you play CS? Listen, just play Fortnite, dude. I don't know why you're playing CS when you can play Fortnite. Miss Scotty Trail Mix has just subscribed tier 1. Thank you for the tier 1 and welcome to the Fox Den. Jeez. Much love from Australia. Dang. Actually crazy. Mimps just give. Mimps, listen, okay? Listen. Thank you, Mimps, for gifting 50 subs. Holy shoot. Holy shoot. Nox, if you don't cry right now, dude, I gotta listen. We're holding them in, dude. I'm really doing my best to not. I don't want to. Not on stream, dude. I really like. Oh. Zubin gifted 5 more subs. Why, dude? Why are you guys gifting so many subs? Actually. Real talk, you're doing very well with all these viewers. Oh my god, dude. We went from 110 subs to 294. Listen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Thank you for all the gifted subs, guys, honestly. Mimps, Zubin, Maz. Really like that skin combo. I think I want to rock it. Hint, hint. Win this. Mimps, can I have one if you're gonna do more? Holy shit, dude. All the way up. Just popping in because I'm at concert. Love y'all. Thanks, Riley. We love you too. Actually nuts. Let's get the W. I mean, I'll try. Listen, I can't guarantee anything, dude. I can't even play. I can't even. This is crazy. Yo, Mr. Skrimish, I'm a bad friend. I'm guessing you did well with all the viewers. BO4 gets 200. Yo, thanks for the 200 bits, Prue. You're not a bad friend, buddy. And yeah, I got 7th, and then Fortnite hosted me, and then now it's just now I'm just melting in my chair because Mimps gifted 81 subs to. Maz, bro. Maz, bro. Dude, are you... Dude. Maz just gifted... Maz just gifted... Donated 10,000 bits since day one till the day I die. Win or lose, I'll be with you to the end, dude. Oh. Thanks, dude. Thank you, brother. Honestly, Riley gifted 3. I can't. I can't. We just hit 4K followers. I hate you guys. Oh my god, dude. I actually... This is... Yo, this core family is awesome. Def coming back, Nux. Thank you, dude. And yes, they are awesome. They're... They're too much, man. Honestly, I don't need... I'm getting all choked up, and I don't like it. I can't even think straight, dude. B-Mac just gifted. Listen, dude. Yeah, look at that. Oh. B-Mac just gifted. I don't. Bro, it's too much. Thank you, B-Mac, for all the dude. NBA Thick Boy, thank you for the 500 bits. Love to see you do well, minus getting sniped in the head when you're AFK. Keep crying, bro. I can't even play yet. I don't know what to do. $347 subs, dude. You guys are actually just like How's your day going, buddy? Shut up, dude. Oh, shut up. You're so stupid, bro.